welcome to another Mad Chats and Recaps with myself and Tasha. Tasha, how are you doing
Hello.
today?
Amazing.
Great. I'm glad. I'm glad. We are coming at you with recaps for the week of February the 20th through the 26th of 2023. And as usual, we will start with the Forsaken. The Forsaken began their face-off with Bethel, head of the library, someone who, before that day, they had only heard and read about. Bethel meets them in an ominous, seemingly never-ending hall of shelves of books, knowing each of them by name and coyly mentioning that this wasn't the first time and probably wouldn't be the last that they meet in the hall exactly as they were at that very moment. She mentions a cycle of events that she too, if her plan went accordingly, may be the one to rise to power someday. After a pass of curt conversation, the fight begins, Bethel calling on three mage spirits to assist, each looking like a fallen foe that the party knew. As the battle rages, books fly off the shelves and spirits attempt to possess our adventurers. Bethel is temporarily thwarted by a clever use of feeble mind cast by Rhaenyra. However, two spirits move in at the top of the next round to ward off its effects. But for how long? Will they be able to push through the fight and still have the willpower to face the battles ahead? We'll see. As we
I'll stop in the middle of combat.
stumble into the conclusion of uh, the end of the Forsaken. Well, hopefully not the end of the Forsaken, the group, but the end of the
Yeah.
campaign. I mean, it's a possibility, honestly. I've spent like I think about 7 hours altogether plus on like just final battle stuff so far. Definitely more to
Fine.
add to that today, so it's okay. It's all right. Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, no, we did stop in the middle of battle, so they will pick it up this week.
All right.
We'll see if
Good
they
luck.
can get through. So what happened over on Sundered Fate on Tuesday, Sasha?
Trauma.
Well,
Just a bunch of trauma with animals coming later to make us all happier. So let's see. Our adventurers start their trek through the forest of Evernight, heading to Ellen Banner. Along the way, they encounter a grim battle site, complete with trees cut down by a wicked blade and several corpses of forestry monsters. As they set up camp one night, an eerie fog rolls in over the crisp snow of the campsite. As Feora and Tuna swap watches for the night, the two are struck with illusory images.
illusory?
Illusory.
Okay.
I don't think, whatever. I don't care anymore. We're not worried about it. Images of their deepest nightmares made real. Feora's parents confront her and blame her for their deaths.
Jesus.
And the theft, I know, trauma, and the theft of their time with their children. Okay. Tuna sees the group, bodies limp against the ground, and is left with a feeling of guilt and disappointment in themselves for not being able to save them. The two of them cast off the illusions after taking some damage, only to have the fog affect Dia next, blasting her tent across the campsite with a thunderous boom. Everyone in the campsite attempts to aid Dia as she battles her worst nightmare, confined in a small room, locked away. She falls unconscious from the psychic damage only after dealing with some significant damage to allies in her fugue state. After being resuscitated, the nightmare continues. Finally, she breaks free, and after some discussion, everyone finishes their night's rest.
No.
The next,
Okay.
it's fine. The next evening, they arrive at Ellen Banner and enter a pet shop to care for Dia's newfound creature, where Tuna and Ladrin make some fast friends as well.
So who's Dia's newfound creature?
It's I forgot the name of it's a fey creature. Their name is Gil.
Okay.
And they're precious.
Great.
Adorable. I think it's called a
Wonderful.
Faeroo. Faeroo.
Well, that
It's
I'm
great.
yeah.
Great.
I'm
So yeah.
that sounds
And
terrible.
tuna. No, it's great. It's so pretty. The pet thing,
No,
not
I mean no,
the
I mean the
trauma.
entire episode. Yeah, no, the trauma sounds terrible, not the pet.
I think this is a very like therapeutic campaign because all of us have trauma and we're working through it in this campaign. Great. The theme.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
well, good luck. I
mhm,
uh I love the name Ellen Banner for a town. It Banner.
it's great. Mm-hmm. I see those wheels turning.
Someone had the last name Banner. I don't know. Isn't that oh that's the Hawk's last name, right? Last name Banner?
I think okay, I'll Google.
I'm pretty
Anyways.
sure. Anyways. Okay, moving on to an extremis. And listen, that's what they're here for, is for us to talk. They know what they stepped into watching this recap. On
Renner.
oh, anyways,
Jeremy
I need
Renner.
to Google this. No, that's that's not what I'm
I
talking
just
about. The hawk.
the banner Renner.
Anyways, okay. So
Anyways.
on last Saturday's at Extremis, armed with knowledge, Cassius, Grundy, and Ashavar participate in Vic's ritual to bring them on a practice run into the dream realm. While there, they learn valuable tools to manage the chaotic nature of the dream realm, and Vic gets into a sparring match with someone he apparently knew from a long time ago. Her name is Ghost, and she appears to be a monk of some serious skill. After brief introductions, Ghost goes on to carry out a job she has there, and our friends return to the waking world. Meanwhile, Breathless shares plans to return home to her family with Sia as they load up cargo into the Tempest. She later shares with everyone else, and goodbyes are shared as well. The following morning, they all set out to drop Breathless off at Athmos Isles and then head to the cloud giant island of Glibberglick. Zia first finds a stowaway named Sadie that jumps aboard during the harrowing pirate attack on Atmos. Relith is dropped off, and Sinister joins her in setting off on his own. With the crew then in flight to Glurble-Click, three dreamgoers dive into the dream realm with a different ritual. This one to send their astral selves there so they can reach and acquire an Everbloom, found in the heart of the dream realm, a place known as the Eye of the Dream Tempest. While they're beginning their journey, they are confronted by giant wasps, and back on the ship, the engines cut out completely, causing the ship to free fall into the Omega Sea. Sadie and Ash work furiously to restart the engines, while Zia investigates the sights outside of the porthole. An air of horror begins to creep over the ship. The engines are restarted, and the ship breaks free of the sea, only to have a new person aboard. A woman lies unconscious on the deck of the ship. Once awakened, a conversation is had with the confused individual, thinking it's a different time altogether. Upon hearing the year, she falls to her knees. It's been 3,709 years.
What?
Okay. Did he even mention that? Okay, yeah. So Sadie, Sadie is the my new character since
Mm-hmm.
Brelith left. But I was
I'm
like,
waiting for Sadie to create her dance.
to create her dance.
The Sadie Hawkins dance.
Oh, of course,
You're welcome.
of course,
You're welcome.
yes. But yeah, a lot of stuff happened. Um, I can't wait to hear this new person's story, which is Lily's character who joined the campaign.
Yeah.
Um, should be exciting. There's a lot of stuff happening.
3,000.
Yeah, I have to practice my southern accent.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh howdy.
Yep.
It's really
So,
not that hard once you get into it.
yeah, I mean, there are different dialects, of course, but
I
yeah,
mean,
we'll see. Yeah, yours is more Texan. I'm trying to go more like
yes.
like southeast.
I can't do that.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't think we have any announcements. We have our merch store on our website at madbirdstreams.com. If you
Yep.
haven't followed, if you're into supporting people and you creators and you want to support us on Patreon, we're on there as well. We have some cool tiers built up there. Yeah, our newest campaign is on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Sundered Fate, which Tasha is in. And then we also will have one starting up on Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time here in a couple of months, hopefully, which Tasha and myself are in now. And Penumbra Assembly should be coming back for season 2 probably in early May. So,
Mhm.
all right. Well, that's all we got for you. Thank you so much. We'll see you in Twitch chat. We'll see you in Discord. And we'll see you next time. All right.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi chat. Hi everybody. Yay. I've got the new transition with the, the wizard to do tonight. I'm excited. All right, let me just fix some name tags here. Excellent, excellent. Yes. Elana. Shavar. Yeah. Sadie. Ashes.
Hello.
Grundy. Yeah. Hello. Put Zaya down there. We'll be good. Beauteous.
I didn't even realize I scratched my nose. Ow.
Oh no.
Secret nose scratch.
Secret nose
Secret nose scratch.
scratch. Secret nose scratch. All right, that's.
I gotta. This takes some getting used to. No ears. No. No.
Oh
split.
yeah. Yeah. No Brilith cosplay.
Of course, now I gotta put on the southern accent.
You gotta put on a southern accent.
Kind of funny considering I'm the one from North Carolina.
Nice.
Well. Yeah, I mean there's an accent. I mean, we definitely have kind of a bit of a southern of course, Appalachian accent in West Virginia. But it's definitely a little bit different, a little bit more.
3 years down here, and I haven't shaken off I haven't completely shaken off the Dutch Jersey accent.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Too many lingual influences.
That's why everybody's set. So I will put us back. So
hi, chat.
Evening chat.
Yep. I never said hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Ran out of breath. Nice to see you all this evening. Excited to get underway. And let me check. It is Here's this. Here's some. Nope, wrong thing, Dan. Gosh, you know what? That'll do. We have some forest sounds for our friends in the dream realm, since you're in a clearing, but nearby some some forest.
Maybe the flight of the bumblebee.
Yeah. Nice.
Not the bees.
It's easy.
Oh, the audio has intro.
All right, let's do some heavy rain for when we're on the ship. Excuse me. I think this was the good one. But I think that tonight, where should we get started? I think let's do a little. We don't need a recap because we had that, but just to put us into place, we have 3 of our pirates here, sky pirates, in the dream realm, seeking an Everbloom to help the nightmare creature on their secret island of Macon. While there, they need people watching over their bodies, which has been Zia, the new crewmate, not new crewmate, the stowaway that they're sort of carting with them for the time being, Sadie. And thanks to Sadie's expertise in ships, making herself very valuable, she and Ash, the ship just dropped out of the sky. The engines cut out. They dove. They didn't even they weren't able to pull up before going into the Omega curtain. And while down there, Sadie and Ash fixed, thankfully, the engines in time before anything. There was blood seeping through the wood planks of the ship and all the little clickety clacks roaming around and outside of the hull. Lady and Ash came in clutch, got the engines up and running, and when they rose from the Omega Sea, Elana was unconscious on the deck. At the very end of last session, the folks that are awake, Sadie and Zia, had a moment to, and Ash had a moment to talk with Elana. Elana asking, why is the Omega C? You found me, so why is the Omega C still here? And seemingly a little lost with time frames until she asked for the year. And when Ash told her the year, the current year, Elana just fell to her knees. I think that's roughly where we ended. But on such a tense note, our friends in the dream realm who've been hearing buzzing just came across some hives sticking out of the ground. I think I'm going to jump us right into here. In fact, there's really no dealing with the bees, so I'm going to ask Cassius, Grundy, and Ashavar to go ahead and roll initiative. We'll get fired right up.
Already.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I have a plan.
Nice.
Oh
Nope.
yeah.
So do
Is it-
I.
Does it involve running away?
Huh? This is about running away? No. Unless you want to. It's completely up to you.
Nice.
Excuse me, I'm allergic.
I'm here for you. But if you want to fight, we got a lot of stuff we can do.
I'm gonna also put in some battle music here in Zoom for y'all.
Let's turn off the calming forest noise.
Yeah.
This is no longer calm.
There
Okay. Oh yeah, the new music is dropped. Okay.
it is. Yeah.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Battle music on my SoundCloud.
I will get up my battle notes here. Oof. Okay. So let me get my dice out. Shame on me. Oh gosh. Could I have all of you roll for the DM inspiration? I just roll a straight up D20. We're not adding anything. And whoever gets closest to my roll, I'll do the same. Gets the DM inspiration tonight. I think it's a... What do y'all, level 9? So I think it's a D8.
Yeah.
right?
Oh, it's a D8 or a straight D20?
Sorry.
Oh, we get the
D8
D.
is the inspo, but roll a D20
Gotcha.
to see. Let me.
Gotcha. Ooh,
Okay.
I think
Grundy, what'd you get?
I got a 17.
Okay.
nice.
And Cassius?
So is this for the initiative roll?
Oh, sorry. This one's just a straight D20, adding nothing to see if you get
Oh.
a DM inspo.
Oh, I got 6.
Okay. Sadie?
8.
Okay. Ashabar?
Also 17.
Okay.
Oh.
And Elana? Oh, okay. Ashavar and Grundy get it tonight. With mine was 13, so the two of you were closest.
Nice.
Oh.
Excellent. Excellent.
D8, you said,
Okay.
right?
We'll get them next time, Steph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get into double digits one day.
We'll get it.
Nice.
Next time, Gadget. Next
yeah.
time.
Awesome. Where are we then? Let me roll for these things. And oh, good. They rolled terribly. There. Okay. And then Grundy, what did you get for this? Is for
30, 20.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Grundy and Cassius.
21.
Ooh, right.
I wrote a 19.
Yes. Beautiful. And Ashavar?
12.
12, okay. Still ahead of the Wasp, so.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. They rolled a
All right.
1 for a 3.
We can set up on them. This is so dope.
Get him. Okay. All I need for this are these 2 things. Yes, so Cassius, you walked into, let me change camera so you can see. Oh, yeah, let's do the new transition. After I set you all up with the battle camera, you can see what's going on. All right, let's see. I think it's this one. Oh, jeez. Just
Oh,
pinch that in again.
nice top down view.
Yeah. So, because... Oh, wait. minute to do its thing here. Okay. Ashavar, you're currently right here. Just so you know where you all are.
Okay.
Cassius, you're here.
Okay.
And Grundy, you're right here. This is about 7 squares across. I know it doesn't have squares, but they're about 7 across, 15 this way. But, let me know and we'll figure out that movement. Okay, so at the very top of the round is these giant wasps are buzzing about. Oops, I need to go to battle. I love this transition, it's so cute. Okay, well, I've got the battle. Camera's off though, silly. I'm so sorry. Just getting cameras up for battle here. Here we go. This yeah. All right. Can you still all see here?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Come back out just a bit. Oh, try not to pitch that light here. Okay. Yes, giant wasps, a little larger than each of you in the body. Wings sounds incredibly loud. The buzzing among all of them are buzzing about. But Cassius, you get the leap on everybody. What would you like to do?
As an action, I'm gonna cast haste and cast that at Grundy
Okay.
because he is currently in the middle of all these guys.
Ooh.
So Grundy, you're now hasted. And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna use my Guardian Armor's defensive field and give myself 9 temporary HP points.
Nice.
And let's see. And then I'm gonna move closer, as close as I can get to the wasp that's closest to me. I have 30 feet of movement.
That's which
So
one
I'm gonna
is
get like
closest
really
to
close to that wasp right
this
there.
one?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's just 10 feet of movement, and you're right there. Actually, it's only 5 feet if
Yep.
you're right here.
And oh, perfect. Yeah, I will.
Can
Yeah.
you give me flanking?
Yes, actually, yeah. Can I like circle to the back of that wasp?
Absolutely.
And then, yep. And then that'll end my turn right there.
Okay. You hover around, the wings beating near your face, and loop around back, ready to get, that advantage. And with flanking, as the stinger just sort of is, a couple, like a foot and a half away from your face. Nice. What does Grundy get with haste?
Grundy's movement speed is doubled, and his AC increases by 2.
Oh.
Let me double check. Let me look at it. That was off memory. Yeah, your
Damn,
AC
nice.
gets increased by 2. Your movement speed is doubled, and you get to attack. You get 1 extra action as an attack, but I think it only has to be an attack action, so you get an extra attack.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
20 AC now. Okay.
Beautiful. Grundy, you feel this haste from Cassius. You see him give you that nod and buzz behind to create the flanking situation. What would you like to do?
Well, Grundy will give his cheesiest grin and turn to face the wasp directly between us.
Mm-hmm.
And rage.
Oh, nice.
Let's do it.
Okay. And let me just bonus action to rage. All right, gain advantage on strength checks and saving throws. Okay. All right, I'm going to strike at it with the Scimitar of Warning.
Okay.
Now, did you want me to roll both attacks first and then do damage, or?
I would do attack then damage, in
Okay.
case you end up at any point killing one and wanting to use your next attack on one.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is 1 of 3.
Okay. Whew.
Okay, 2 hit this plus 6. Let's roll. Nat
Good.
20, so that's a 26
That's what I'm talking
crit.
about. Let's do it.
Nice. Double those damage dice.
All right, so 1d6 plus 2. With a crit, do I roll the d6 again after I roll the first one?
You get to choose each time. You can either roll, roll it again, or you can. You got to choose beforehand, of course, or you can roll and just double the damage. You got to choose before you roll.
We'll choose the double the damage.
Okay.
All right, so 1d6 plus 2. Let me roll that on roll 20 actually. Yoink. That is a 5, so that's 10 damage of slashing.
Okay. And damage
And
of
going in-
slashing, beautiful.
Okay, going into my second attack. That's my normal attack. That's a 19 hit.
19 hits, yep.
Okay, let's do damage for that one. That one is a 7 of slashing.
Oh, nice.
And because I'm hasted, I get my third attack.
Beautiful.
Assuming an 11 doesn't hit.
11 misses, unfortunately. Yeah.
Oh. D8. Oh wait, I still have a sub. I subbed earlier this month. What is the sub die?
The sub die is 2d8.
2d8.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to add that to your attack?
Yep. My
Alright.
yes, I would.
Beautiful.
All right, so 2d8. 1, 2, and roll. Okay, so 11 plus 7, that's an 18. Does that
Beautiful. That'll hit. Absolutely.
Okay, and then damage calculation for that. It's only a 4 slashing.
Take it. Take it.
And,
Nice.
Okay, so I already took the bonus action. So I'm gonna stay where I am and just guard.
Okay. And calculate the rest of that. That's okay. Nice. What would you like that to look like? These 3 beautiful slashes, since they all hit.
One wing, behead.
Okay, nice. So you go in and you nick away, kind of buzzes to one side, coming to the other side, and you go to try and behead it, and it goes, kind of gets like stuck like a couple inches in. You draw it out, still alive, but sort of wobbling around, kind of points its stinger underneath towards you. Woo! Okay, Ashavar, over to you. You see that teamwork happening. What would you like to do?
All right. Actually, I am going to move to get those 3 try and get the 3 that I'm next to
Okay, these 3.
in the line. No,
2 here.
y-axis. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about the honeycombs.
Oh, okay, yeah, these 3. Gotcha.
Those 3. I'm gonna try and get to where I can get all of those in a cone, because I have a feeling something else is gonna come out of them.
Okay. So it's 7 across 35 feet from this to this. If you stand here, if you kind of go off, the edge a little bit here, it'd be 35 feet to get them all. Is that enough range? If not, you can get 2 for sure. I don't know what the distance is.
Okay. It's 15 feet. So if I move to the middle, can I get the big one and the one below it?
Yes, absolutely. About 10 feet away, about 5 feet away from Grundy, sort of shoulder to shoulder, you can get these 2.
Okay. In that case, I am going to cast Dragon's Breath. Cold damage, obviously.
Nice.
And, yeah, I'm going to try and freeze those honeycombs so nothing can come out of them.
Beautiful. Yeah, let's see. Go ahead. I think, you see their little...
Oh, I don't have to roll. It's a dex save of 17.
Ah, okay. Is this one of the ones where it says, like, it's a creature? Because we can still do some rule of cool here, but just to help me set...
No, the creature is me. I imbue myself with the power to spew magical energy from my mouth, providing I have one.
Nice.
It really doesn't. I just exhale energy in a chosen direction.
Okay.
15-foot cone.
Let's. Well, they can't do. Go ahead and roll damage because they can't. They're just fixed, so there's no dex that they can do.
Okay.
Each creature in that area must make a dex save, but still, it'll still work. So go for it because I like the idea here.
Oh. Right.
That's fine. I was real cool, baby. Woo! You navigate around, kind of give Grundy a nod, and turn, back to his shoulder and hold out, cast.
Really need to take more spells that can hit things that aren't creatures. 15.
15. Beautiful. All right. So, you, what do you want that breath to look like as you do that?
Well, it's cold damage, so basically it's like if you're, when you're driving in freezing rain and it looks like this sheet of ice is coming towards you.
Yeah.
It's like that, except out.
Nice. You breathe in, exhale, and these particles begin to collect and accumulate on these two hives, and you see like the combs themselves start crystallizing from the cold, and it begins sealing up a lot of the portions here. A number of wasps that have like squished their bodies really tight to live down in the ground here climb out as quickly as they can. You see about 7 or 8 make it out before you freeze these two over. They fly up and away. In fact, it's as they're flying away, Ashvar, because you're in that direction of these, you'll see that they're actually flying off towards a not so distant tower just beyond the forest. They're flying off in that direction. You freeze a couple in place, partially out. They wiggle and squirm a bit before going still. Ooh. Anything else for Ashvar? Woo!
No, I'm gonna stick close to Grundy and Castrus, but I'll probably turn around to face that wasp that's behind me.
Okay. Like you are next, Emily.
Yeah.
Nice.
Casting the spell was my bonus action and using it was my action.
Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, these two are frozen over. Nice. Awesome. Okay. That looks like it brings us over to our wasp friends. All right, make 2. Okay, well. Ew. Okay. Well, let's see who's gonna go first. I'm gonna say this one is gonna remain attacking Grundy because he got some really juicy hits on it and even got into like its that body area there. They're gonna try and attack you first, Grundy. This one.
Dan, as a reaction,
yeah.
Can I use my sentinel attack against it since it's attacking a creature other than me?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
do
roll
that first. Yeah.
This is at an advantage because me and Grundy are flanking, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, just making sure.
Practical life.
24 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
Okay. So that's 6 thunder damage, and it's gonna be attacking at disadvantage against other targets that aren't me.
Oh, okay.
So this attack that it makes against Grundy is at disadvantage.
Okay. Beautiful. Awesome. All right, so it's gonna attempt to do its first shot here at disadvantage. What's its Well, that's not going to be great, is it? That's a 12 to hit Grundy. Miss. Nice. All right, it's going to try and do its second attack at Grundy, but again, disadvantage. 16. Nice.
Don't know.
Nice. It's almost as though like it goes to attack you, Grundy, and Cassius is back there, whoop, and just gets, you know, that shot in, and it goes to attack you again, and its mind is on Cassius now. Like, oh, you know, there's a danger behind me. That ends its turn. I think this one is going to buzz over. And 15. I don't think they're smart enough for flanking, so it's just going to go here, and it'll try and attack you, Cassius.
Does that mean I get to attack it because I do have Sentinel as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the power of 2 Sentinels. Yeah.
I
Just keep
looked at your
switching it
character
back
sheet.
and
I'm like,
forth.
oh, this is gonna be great.
All right. So yeah, 1 melee attack.
Okay.
This is a 12.
A 12 misses, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
This one's also gonna make the attack at disadvantage. I have the cloak of displacement on currently.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, that
These
first
guys
one's a
are
miss
so
for sure.
frustrated.
Okay.
First one was going to be a natural 20, but was a miss because of your cloak of displacement.
Let's go.
It's
Nice.
so confident that it's about to get you, but it actually gets some of that, one of the warbling visions of Cassius instead. Like, that's not great. And that's a natural 1.
Yeah.
And you're just dodge. I'm watching that stinger, eye on the stinger. See, this one probably gonna buzz over. Oh, sorry. And attack Grundy's cape. Beautiful flowing cape here. All right, this one's gonna try and attack Grundy. Jeez. No, that's a miss. Even without that. Ooh, okay, that one's a natural 20 though. Second attack. Strikes true Grundy.
Yep, beats it, right?
Yes, but natural 20s are automatic hits. Yeah. The first one completely whiffs. I had a 10 on the first one. This one, which thing's gonna do here? Here's, oddly, only a tiny little sting. Cocked. Okay. That's just, where are you? Yeah, there isn't even bonus to this particular thing. All right, that's 3 points of piercing damage. Okay. And that seems to be it. Grundy? I'm sorry, it'd be 6, right? Because it was a critical. Okay. This one's going to start flying over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to go 50 feet. I guess it'll try and land here and try and get you, Cassius. These two are going to have flanking incidentally, but
Yeah,
still.
it's a flat roll.
Yeah, they're they don't know which one of you to go for. So. All right, that's a decent. That's 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. I know I can't remember if it was a different character. One of yours had like ridiculously high AC, so.
Oh, Cassius has 21 AC, but 23 hits. Yeah.
This one is going to go. This one stings, and it hurts a little bit. Not at first. In fact, it might not at all. Let's see. That's 4 points of piercing damage. But can you please make a Constitution saving throw as well?
Yes, I can. You said 4 points of piercing damage?
Yes. You feel it
Okay,
trying
good thing
to
I have
inject
that.
you with poison.
Okay, I had 9 temporary HP, so it's defensive field, so
Nice.
yeah, we're good. And which what do I have to
Con save, if you would.
Gotcha. This okay. I rolled a 16 for that one.
Oh, just beat. You
Ooh.
feel it, and you smack the stinger away, and you see some of that, venom kind of spread, but it doesn't get in your system. Thank goodness. It hurts. Okay.
Ooh.
That just leaves one left. 30. So this one's gonna try and attack you, Ashavar, as it comes over. It's gonna try and sting you. Jeez, a 10. That's a miss, right? Yeah.
Yeah. It might not be much, but it is 15.
Okay. Oh, that one's a 16. It's second one. Yeah. No. Yeah, this one's also going to try and properly sting you. That's 5 points of piercing damage. But if you also wouldn't mind making a con save.
All right. At least I'm proficient with those.
Okay. 21. Yeah, easily. You saw, kind of caught a glimpse of that other one trying to sting Cassius here. So you know to push yourself off the stinger and prevent yourself from being poisoned. I will say that you do notice something after you're pushing off, because you're right behind Grundy. You see that there's a bit of a wound on the back of Grundy's, kind of right in between his shoulder blades. It's kind of torn through a little bit where it stung him. And you see something wriggling and writhing down into his skin. And I'm going to, because we're at the end of the round, move us over to the crew for a little bit. And then we're going to jump back to this to get to round 2 in a minute. That way we keep things floating back and forth. All right, let's switch back to our RP mode here. And I'll switch the music for everyone from woo, that intense stuff to some heavy rain. Oh wait, why is it? Oh no, recaps. We need to turn off. Thanks. Here we go. We don't need recaps again, do we?
No.
Sadie, Elana, and Ash, and Zia are in the galley currently. You definitely notice Cassius, Grundy, and Ashavar having not fits or anything, but just a little bit of that kind of jerky, restless sleep kind of motion.
Is there a... I'm sorry. I'm Ash. You said that should we be doing something?
Right. I'm sorry. Just Alana, just a moment. Right.
It's Sadie.
Yeah, she was just apologizing to Elana, because Elana had just heard that news and fallen to her knees. And so she was just saying sorry to step away from that for...
Okay.
Mm-hmm. She goes over to do a medicine check. Okay. Yeah, she checks pulse and such, and they're alright-ish. They're fitful. Vic said this might happen. They're probably just either having a bit of a startle in their dreams, or maybe a lot of fun, or maybe there's something dangerous. Who knows? But Vic said it should be fine unless there's obvious signs of intense distress. That's when we should borrow you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna step over to Elana. Do you need some water or something to drink? Are you
If I
hungry?
could, yes. That would be nice.
Sure. Why don't I go and fetch that for you? I'll say that I'm not sure that she's. Did you say that they were in the galley currently,
Yes.
or no?
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah. I kind of forgot my character's name. Sadie would go and try to rustle up some a few just different sorts of small foods, handheld foods that don't need cooked if we have anything, and then also would try to get some tea together.
Okay. You find pretty much everything you're looking for. Vic and Zia keep a pretty well-stocked kitchen. Pretty well organized, so you find it pretty easily. And
Okay.
throw a pot on and start heating up the water.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Ash is Elana. I think you're in good hands here with Zia and Vic and Sadie. I'm sorry, I got a bit hurt during all that. Right. I'm just gonna rest a bit. But ask them any questions you need and I imagine you're going through a lot, but it's you're with good people. It's gonna be alright. That's you on the shoulder. She walks by and leaves to go rest up. Meanwhile, the tea is ready, Sadie, in the
Oh,
kitchen.
she'll find like a little tray or something to put it on, or a cart, and take it out to Elana, and here you go. Got some tea, also some different foods. I'm not really sure what you like to eat, but there's a few options there.
Thank you. I appreciate this. She'll have pulled herself up from the floor at this point. Is there anywhere to sit where people aren't strapped to bed?
Yes, one half of the galley remains intact. There's long sort of farm tables with long benches on either side. Actually, outside has proper chairs, individual chairs.
Then she'll grab some of the tea off the tray, sit down, and she'll just she'll hold it, and she'll just kind of like gaze, kind of watching everyone.
You will sit down nearby.
So, if I understood correctly, you've been kind of asleep for a long time, or was it like you weren't like dead, were you, or was it you were just sleeping?
I suppose sleeping is a word for it. I cast a bit of a stasis spell on myself after everything had gone wrong with her attempts with the Omega Keratin. I knew I didn't have much time. I had but half a minute before my entire city would be flooded. So I cast a spell on myself and kind of set myself as a magnet for these ships. So whenever one flew by, I would be picked up by it.
I see.
Well, this did not go how I envisioned.
Doesn't seem like it. Even when things don't go the way that we planned, sometimes they go exactly how that they should. So even though your plan didn't go the way that you wanted, you're here now, and we can find some way to help you out. Well, I mean, I suppose that we can. I'm just kind of new here. Myself, I've only been on the ship for a week, about a week and a half probably now. But it seems like a good group. I think if someone's going to help you, that these people will at least try to. Was your city big that you came from? Was it a big city or a little city?
It was decently sized.
Thea jumps in. I'm sorry though. I just have to follow up. That there was this didn't go according to the plan. What was your plan?
A group of mine with 6 other of my colleagues, we spent decades traveling and researching the Omega Curtain in hopes of pushing it back to its source. And in those decades, we crafted a spell, a ritual, the prismatic aberration ritual. And while it was successful in capturing the essence of the curtain and compressing it back at the source, it, for whatever reason, it didn't work. It built up in pressure until it just exploded and began flooding the cities and the fortress.
I'm sorry. You were there when this became a sea.
Yes.
Thea just looks over at Sadie and Vic.
It's pretty incredible. I'll just say I have a little difficulty wrapping my brain around it. That's quite some time. I mean, we know that things have not always been the same, so I'm sure it must have been quite the sight.
How did... So if it was flooded, how are their cities today? I mean, Atmos, Wind Cities of Sandir, none of these names sound familiar to you. The floating cities that we live in today.
So we had but 11 minutes to react. Basler, he had a plan to use his power and his sword to levitate as much of his continent as he could to raise it before the sea flooded. I decided to use the spell that we had been using to push the curtain back to the source. And we could just spread across as many of the cities as we could and raise them up before the sea took over. My city was not among the ones that could have made it. But I assume that's why we have some
Zia, as soon as you said Vaso, Zia started looking over at Vic. That's a lot to take in. So, who's Vaslo though? Like,
Maybe you didn't put much in mind, and I don't.
Oh, Vaslo. Sorry, it should be there in that spell part. He's the warrior king of the Tildari, residing far in the north. You just shared that info. All right, cause well, Breathe gave it to me. She takes out a note. Like, we have a note from Vaslo, and she hands over a note that they took out of the bag of sharing in that room in the basement. Breathe had sent a letter in a long time ago. They received one back, talking to addressing Zia's father, asking what it is there's an emergency, what does he need, and it was signed Vaslo. And so she hands you this note to see, like, is this guy's writing or anything? It's, you would have had enough dealings with Vaslo to recognize the signature. It's the same.
This certainly looks like his handwriting. Where did you get this?
Well, that's, there's quite a few stories. You see, we have, our ship here is sort of tethered to the legendary city of Macaw. It's an island of Macaw, and there's an estate on it, and then there's different floors to different things, and we're unlocking some of them and figuring out what they're doing, and one of the ones down in the basement goes to a bag that you can share things and get things back, and really send something that had our names on it. We didn't think that was really wise, but here, I guess it worked out because we got this back and it says Vaslo. We also found a room down near the World's End and everything with the Omega Curtain and all that other stuff.
Sorry. The World's End, I'm not familiar.
Oh, well, I guess I can tell you a bit about that. And as she goes in to start sharing, this might be, I'm not sure how much Zia shared with Sadie, but she'll go in and start sharing a little bit about the World's End, as Zia does. The instant share. And while she does that, we're going to hop back over to this delicious, tasty battle. Switch our audios back to this battle one here. All right, we are back around for... I'm so sorry, I forgot to switch my face back over for the roleplay. I'll remember next time.
Did.
Womp.
Yeah. All right.
I was having a lot of fun role-playing with these.
Nice. This is your future. Okay, so... Oh, at the top of this round. Can I have a perception check from Ashavar, Cassius, and Grundy, please? And then let me know what you got. Grundy first.
Oof. Got a 12.
Mm-hmm. Cassius?
23.
Ooh, nice. Ashavar?
6.
Okay. Ashvar, you're like definitely like, what are these wriggling things burrowing their way further into Grundy? Like that's the 6.
Yeah.
Grundy, you're like,
I'm sure I always roll bad on perception.
Oh no.
Nice.
Brady's like, that's itchy.
Yeah, oh, that's uncomfortable. That's my spine. Cassius, you hear rustling sounds, sort of like a relatively fast-moving, medium-sized creature approaching the edge of the woods, ready to kind of burst into the clearing here where you all are. You're up first. Do you want, you've got a few seconds if you want to wait and see what it is? Or if you want to do anything, it's your turn first.
Cassius, I actually have to make a con save after getting hit to maintain haste on Grundy, actually.
Okay.
So I will do that now, just for the sake of fairness. I rolled a 9, so I think that So it's up to you how you want to rule it, Dan. So
Mhm.
it's like it's either the DC is 10 or half the damage I take, whichever is higher. So I think I failed that because the number of damage I took was 4.
The 10's the minimum, yeah, I think.
Yeah. So yeah.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, Grundy. Yeah. So yeah, haste drops.
Is
Unfortunately.
haste the one that has a repercussion when it drops?
Actually, I have something for this, but I'm
Oh.
gonna eat up my reaction. So
Okay.
I have mind sharpener infused to my armor. So I'm just gonna choose to succeed that.
Yes! Amazing. Yeah, so you succeed. You feel it warble for a minute, like, nope.
Yeah, but my reaction is eaten up for this turn.
Okay. Beautiful.
So yeah. I think as a free action, Cassius with Warren, Ashavar, and Grundy, like I hear something coming from the edge of the woods before he acts.
Okay.
Just to kind of make sure that they're aware. And then let's see how we're going. I'm gonna attack the one that me and Grundy are flanking first.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit him.
Get it.
All right, do that with advantage. 21 to hit.
Ooh, that hits.
Okay, roll damage. That's 7 damage. 7 thunder damage. And then if that wasp attacks anyone that's not me, it has disadvantage. Then I'm going to attack it. I'm gonna attack the one. Actually, I'm gonna attack the other one that hit me.
I think this is the one that ended up hitting you.
Yeah, so I'll attack that one.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit?
It does, yeah.
Okay, and then that's 6 damage. And then again, if that one attacks anyone that isn't me, it has disadvantage on that attack.
Okay, nice.
And then as a bonus action, let's see. I'm actually going to Misty Step away towards Misty Step towards where Grundy is as a bonus action.
Nice.
So
okay.
like I'm gonna pop up next to Grundy. Just so I can kind of get out of that like that
trifecta. Yeah.
for those guys.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna hold right there. That'll end my turn.
Okay. Beautiful. My secondary lights ran out, so I'm just gonna use this one a little bit closer here. I'm sorry for the dark shadows.
Actually, Dan, I still have my movement, right?
Yeah.
Just real quick. Can I go behind the other wasp?
Back here? Absolutely.
Yeah. 5,
10, 15, 20. Yep, 20 feet and you're back there.
There we go. Perfect. And then that'll end my turn.
Ooh, do. All right. Rustling, you're still hearing it sort of from behind you currently. But nothing yet. Grundy, you're up next. What would you like to do? Still hasted.
Well, I took offense at the one that just tried to sting me, so I'm gonna swing around and attack the one that I'm flanking with Cassius.
Nice.
So, and I just remembered too that I'm raging, so I have to remember to add a +2 to the damage that I've been doing.
Oh, okay.
No. So here's crit hit.
Oh, really? Natural 20.
Yep. That is 26 to hit. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me roll damage. That is 7 + 2. That's a 9 slashing damage.
Okie doke.
Okay, and then double that, so that's 18.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, and then the second hit. That is 12 + 6. That's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
18 hits. And this is a 6 + 2. That's 8. 8 more damage.
Okay.
And since I'm still hasted, I have a third attack.
Beautiful.
And that is a 21.
All right, that'll hit. Yep, absolutely.
Okay, and that one goes for 5 damage.
Oh, okay, nice. All right, minus another 5. Woo! All right, there. That one's, it's looking relatively hurt. This one, of course, looking the most hurt currently. Kind of bobbing a little bit and weaving as it's trying to fly. Anything else for Grundy this turn?
Let's see. It's gonna be Ashevar's turn. I'm gonna go alongside diagonally from Ashevar to give Ashevar advantage on their next hit.
Do you want to go behind?
So
Behind this
I'm
one?
gonna circle. No, next to Cassius. I'm gonna try and stay as close to my teammates as possible. So I'm gonna circle around the wasp.
Oh dear, that will take you out of range of this one for an attack of.
Oh wait. That's true. Hold on. Let's not do that. Let's not be hasty.
You take half a step and here behind you.
Okay. Then I will just actually hold here and end my turn. Actually,
Okay.
no. Wait. Is Cassius hurt, or is anybody hurt besides me?
Not by much.
I'm completely fine. Dan didn't even get rid of my temporary HP. So yeah.
Nice.
I have
Okay.
protection
All
also.
right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay. All right, so-
Also, remember, Grundy, the two of the wasps on that side have disadvantage against anyone that isn't me.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Right.
because I hit them before I left.
Okay, so the only thing movement-wise I'm gonna do is, just as an act of pure defiance, I'm gonna turn my back on the one that stung me and face the other one again.
Nice. Awesome.
It's sort of also like keeping watch to make sure nobody ambushes my friends.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Anything else then, or let's go.
I end my turn.
Turn your back on them. Like I'm not worried about you. Just turn around. Let's see. Ashevar. Oh, lucky you. You're the one facing in the right direction. So you get to see this too. Out of the woods, clearing maybe like 15 feet off from the edge of this, you finally hear that brush of a medium-sized creature rushing through and bursting out of the forest, leaping through the air, and grappling the back of this wasp. Like just clean jumping on and grabbing the wings and like bending them down at their base is a person that you met, one of your other practice friends here, Ghost, the monk. And she just jabs like two fingers. She strengthens them up and just inside this this particular wasp. So he's gonna do. Well, that'll hit. I'll just do these quickly. Okay, that's. And here, and then she does her second strike with the other one there, and that hits. And that is wrong dice. There it is. All right, it's not bad. And then that's, and then she's going to use her key points to do so. Quick flurry blow. She pulls her hands out and just does a couple like rapid strikes right where she just like punctured. She makes fists now, like knuckled fists with the knuckles extended a little in the front. And just does a flurry of blows. Like you can hear a little exoskeleton. Maybe. Oh, natural 20, yes. Okay. Jeez. All right, that's not bad. I'm so sorry. I know it's like an NPC, so I'm trying to go through quickly, so it's not hung up on that too long. And that one. It's jeez. Okay. That's and then it's the final blow that misses. The final one, she the rears her off, and she misses that last strike, but catches herself. Maybe little acrobatics thing. Okay, yeah, she catches herself on the ground, landing right next to you, Cassius. She'll look over. Oh, I know you, don't I? We've met.
We've definitely met before. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're on our side after that display.
Oh, she kind of like wipes the ichor off her hands, shakes the ichor off her hands. Right, Vic's friends, right? Cautious. Right.
Yes.
Well, same. I could catch little glimpses running through the woods there, and you all are doing fine work. I've got questions for you, but let's get these things taken care of first.
I will answer any questions you have after these wasps are no longer a problem.
Perfect. All right. And she ended up coming in after she had a 15 in her initiative, so I plopped her in there. Ashavar, you're... Oh, you know what? She'll turn and see the ice and be like, do you have any fire? Any fire? Kind of looking around at everyone. Put down the nests.
I do, actually.
I suppose I could.
Oh. Ooh, I mean, the ice looks like it's working too, so whatever works. But I'm here to destroy the nest, so, all right. And then, like, if the wasp rears around at her angrily, oh, okay. Ashavar, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Right. So first, when Ghost mentions, "Does anybody have fire?" she wrinkles her nose like it's a dirty thing to use. But after that, she's gonna scooch a little bit so she can see Grundy's back where the wriggly things are. And she's gonna really quickly say, "Really sorry, Grundy, there's something wriggling in your back. Also, there's a tower over there," and she's gonna cast Frostbite on Grundy. And that's a con save. It's a cantrip, doesn't do much damage. And I think you can choose to fail saves if you want to.
Okay. What type of thing you do? I'm so sorry. I started looking something up.
Frostbite. It's con save cantrip. It does 2d6 damage, and she's trying to aim for the things in his back and the surrounding area to just kill them.
Beautiful. Is that a spell attack or a save?
It's a save. It's a con save.
Yeah, go ahead and make the save.
And you prefer I fail it, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will actually choose to fail it.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Because it only does 2d6 or nothing.
Yep.
So that's 6 damage, and she's really trying to hit those wriggly things.
Okay. You
6
see
damage, half a 3, because I'm raging.
Nice. Yeah, rage brushes that off. You feel that spot of cold as the skin on the back, Ashvar, you can see gets a frost over it. You'll see some movement beneath the frost, but we'll keep an eye on it. As
Well,
things
at least he knows that. And then I'm going to use one of my meta magic things that I always forget about. I'm going to quicken Dragon's Breath at the 2 wasps to the south of me. And
these two? Oh, sorry, these?
Yeah, those 2.
These 2 here.
No, those 2 down there. Yeah, I don't think I could hit the other 2 without
Getting
everybody else.
Nice.
And so that's a dex save of 17.
Okay. No, that's a fail. And that's a fail. They both fail.
Okay, 3d6.
Oops. 23.
That I have to reroll because I armed it. 12 cold damage.
Beautiful.
And then I have a question for you. Because I forget. Does teleportation provoke an attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay.
Stop.
So since I used a meta magic feat, I'm going to teleport myself 30 feet straight up and get on my broom.
Straight up in the air. Okay.
Straight up in the air. So now I am riding a broom. And I'm not going to do the sound because it'll probably blow your ears out.
You teleport, doof, doof, and quickly as you're like in the middle of doing the spell, start grabbing your broom. You appear, woof, you're underneath it. I will get your platform.
You hear a very loud yeehaw.
Nice. Yeah. Alright. Grundy. I almost forgot. Shame on me. Oh. Wow. Jeez. Okay. That wriggling pain in your back causes you to take 13 piercing damage as you feel it wriggling closer to the spine, and then sort of you feel a wriggling pain still at the spine, and then you feel two separate ones start to go off like under your shoulder blades further in towards your rib cage there.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun. You know what? And that was before it was sort of effectively on your turn, Grundy. Ashivar, I'll say that as you're doing all this, you know are keeping a careful eye on it, like you were saying. So you look back, see the frostbite, and would make I guess it would sort of be like an insight check, if you would, just to kind of glean maybe like, what might
What's
work
going on in there?
Yeah.
Oh man, come on. Actually, I'm going to use my DM die for this.
Oh, okay, nice.
Where did I put it? Here it is. 15.
15, okay. You can tell that much to your chagrin, fire's the ice has them wriggling further into the body, but fire, that's the way to eliminate these things. They're probably sensitive to that. They're grass type. Just kidding.
Ooh.
Well, I did give myself a way to do fire, just in case this came up.
Nice.
So.
All right. Let me get you up on your platform here. And
So am I still taking the 13, well, half to 7, I guess?
you would
or
still
no?
be taking it, and it would be halved.
Okay, so how do we have the ground up? 7?
I think, it's sort of one. We can do it either way. I think we voted up. That way, it also does it up to the enemies.
Okay.
So any half damage will be rounded out.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Dun, dun, dun. All right, that's everything for Ashvar, right? You're up on the broom.
I'm up on the. I think I have used up everything I can. So.
Okay. All right, Wasp's turn. Let's see. Jeez. Both this wasp and this wasp are looking really worse for wear. Yeah. That's this wasp and this wasp, those two. So let's see. They need to rearrange things. 2 of these have disadvantage on attacking anyone other than Cassius. So I think.
Yeah, the one in front of Grundy, and then the one to the that one. Yeah, they have disadvantage.
All right, I think that this one is sort of fight or flight, and it's gonna just to try and attack Grundy at disadvantage. It's not really smart enough to figure its life out. No, that's gonna be a miss. That's a total miss on both of those. But it's like you can read all its movements now, Grundy. It's way too slow. This one is probably going to 30, 40. Gonna just land beside you, Cassius, and try and attack you as it's sort of provoked to you.
When it passed me, did it provoke an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, you know what?
do
It
have
was
Sentinel,
flying just overhead. So I'm gonna say it's within your reach. Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Schwack. And because he's flying, I missed.
Oh no, it was a little erratic. You go for a swing and catch a little bit of air, unfortunately. But
Yeah, I would argue that the frostbite kind of like hurt. So
well, you lifted this up, and you know those muscles are clenching in the back. Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Okay, our system's gonna try and hit, but that's still a straight attack, right? Because of your cloak. And it's a natural 1, so it entirely misses you with its first attack. And that's a 13. So same thing. It's like it's really having a hard time pinpointing your location. That on this one's over here, and go for Grundy. Let's see, this one isn't under that, so it's gonna do still straight rolls, but I don't think that's a 14 to hit Grundy.
nope.
And that's well, that one's a 22 to hit Grundy.
That is.
Okay. That's pretty healthy. I don't think it's gonna do that gross thing. It's just gonna sting you. That's a 8 points of piercing damage, half to 4, and make a Constitution saving throw for me, if you would, to fight against it.
That's a 13, but let me use my DM dice.
Ooh, clutch!
17.
Just succeeds. Beautiful.
There we go.
Okay. So, yeah, you've seen this move. You're like, nope, and you strike it away and knock the stinger out before it can inject you with that. Thank goodness. Okay, that's that one attacked you. That one attacked. So it's we have one more. This one that just got beaten senseless. It's gonna turn and attack Ghost, who just like, you know. I feel like each of these wasps has its own personal enemy. Like you've all like really singled one out. You're each...
I feel bad for it though because it turned around on me and it's within 5 feet, so Sentinel kicks in again.
Even just turning? Oh.
Yep, even just turning because she's attacking somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's attacking someone else. Yes, beautiful.
Yep.
Get it. Go for it.
Sentinel's a beautiful thing.
I love it. I love that there's
It
two
really
of you
is.
with Sentinel. That's extra funny.
It
That's
really
so
is.
cool.
I still miss. I
Oh.
think I'm still in pain, that's
Oh, no.
why.
Yeah, it's in that, yeah, man, it's a sensitive spot, you know?
Yep.
Thoughts of not being able to walk and stuff start running through your head as you really feel it pinching in that spine. It's distracting. All right, it's gonna try and attack Ghost. Jeez, an 8. And a fleeping 10. Okay. Yeah, Ghost just very nimbly, couple side steps. And then lastly, I think there's this one. Probably gonna up towards Ashavar. And it's gonna try anyway and attack Ashavar. That's a 22 to hit. The first one.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. Gonna go for the sting. Yikes. Okay, 9 points of piercing. And if you wouldn't mind doing a Constitution save.
I got some spell slots for healing.
Natural 20.
Yes. Same thing, Ashvar. You've seen this stuff, and your hands are, you know, you're still a little cold on your breath. Gotta push back a little bit and cause it to withdraw. It does have its second attack. 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits. I am squishy.
I think it's going to. I think it's gonna go for its other thing here, which is also just this. That's just 3 points of piercing. Okay. Yeah, you can tell it's not trying to do any sort of poison this time instead, but it hangs after it stings you. It just stays for an extra like awkward couple of seconds before withdrawing on its own. Probably like right, in the left-hand side of your torso, like just over the hip.
Would I, having seen what happened to Grundy, would I recognize what's going on?
I think it's definitely enough to be concerned about it. Yeah. You know this is one of its moves, and it didn't use poison, so.
I'm gonna use a free action to tell it that it should have bought me dinner first.
Nice. All right. I am going to continue this round through because these wasps are looking hard, and I think it's about time we clean up. So it goes back to the top for Cassius.
Okay. Let's see. We got to start getting these guys out of here. So this is yeah, Cassius is going to attack the one that's in front of him. Do I get advantage with that with flanking with Grundy?
You do. Yep.
Okay, yep. So I'm going to attack that one first. There's 26 to hit.
Jeez, yep.
All right, that's 11 thunder damage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And it gets the disadvantage. And then I'm gonna attack. I'm
With
gonna
real
attack the
hurt.
one that yeah, and I'm gonna attack the one that attempted to attack me just to kind of spread it out a little bit.
Okay, nice.
All right. Ooh, that's a nat 20 for that one.
Oh yeah, get it.
All right. Let's see. We got. That's a decent roll. It's 11 to hit. Not to hit. 11 damage. 11 thunder
Nice.
damage on that one. All right, and then let me see if I got any nice
It's
little bonus
double
there.
damage on the crit hit, isn't it?
Yeah, I just rolled two of the dice. So it was a 1 and a
Gosh.
5. 1 and
Oh.
5 plus 5. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see, and that is actually gonna be it for me
Okay.
on this turn specifically. I'm gonna stay right there because I have 2 people that I can support from this position.
Beautiful.
So I will
beautiful.
wait. Yes.
Okay. Nice. How many rounds does a haste last? Is that 10?
It's 10 rounds, so
Nice.
a minute.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. And that's a beautiful spell. Okay, that brings us down to Grundy. Back to you. I think Grundy, the one in front of you, and the one behind you both look really hurt. For what it's worth. Oh, you might be muted.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit the one that's below me.
This?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. That is a 23 to hit.
That'll do it. That'll hit.
And that is 5 damage right there.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hit it again.
Nice.
That is a 13 to hit.
Just misses. You
Okay.
swore you almost got it.
All right, so as soon as I miss, flip it around. I flip the blade around, and I'm gonna swing backwards again.
Yes.
And hit it for the 3rd time.
Get it.
And that is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, and rolling damage. That is that's 9 points of damage.
How do you want to destroy this one, Grundy?
Okay, so as soon as I miss, I look at it, flip the blade around, and then pretty much go for a beheading shot.
Beautiful.
But I kind of like flub it, so instead of beheading it, I actually slice it in half, like diagonally.
Oh, nice. But it's a clean swipe of the blade with the ferocity behind it and the energy. And it just sort of takes a second, very anime like, takes a second to recognize it and then slide off. And it lands on the ground. Yeah. Sort of upside down. Dead. Anything else for Grundy?
No, that's it. I will hold any and all actions. I end my turn. Can't do much when I'm raging, so.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Ghost is up next, then. I will mess around with that light in a minute. Ghost is going to just try and put an absolute end to this one because it's almost dead. And that just hits. Okay. Ghost takes, half a step up to this one. Actually, I think she's going to circle around behind it. It's going to try and sting. She dodges and comes up behind it over here. And in that soft spot, she opens up. You see her take a deep breath and channel ki, and does a palm strike that just splits open that whole midsection, leaving the other two bits, the head and the tail of Stinger, to drop on the ground, dead. We've only had 5 hit points left. So she will kind of, give Grundy a nod and dodge another attack from this bee to get behind it. And just the flavor, she's just moving. But now that she's flanking, she's going to use her next attack here. That misses. So I think that's it. That's it for her turn. Okay. That brings us to Ashavar. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm going to ignore the possible larva inside me for now. And I'm going to cast Tidal Wave on this wasp right next to me. And basically, I'm just going to make this giant gush of water come straight down on it, trying to knock it to the ground. And that is another save. It's a dex save of 17.
Okay.
It can be 10 feet wide and up to 10 feet tall.
Love it.
And 30 feet long.
That's a 1. I mean, a 3 in total, but yeah. Okay. And that's this one here next to you?
Yeah, and I give it the double middle finger as it crashes to the ground.
Down, and it knocks it prone. Is there any damage with that?
4d8 bludgeoning.
Oh my gosh, yes. Go ahead and roll that action.
I was mostly trying to get it out of my face, but
this is damage.
Come on. This is the problem of having too many dice. You can never fight.
Nice. Which of these is Awesome.
It's like looking for Legos. 18.
Oh my gosh. Alright, this is nice. 18 points of damage. Alright. Jeez. Okay.
And it's not prone or whatever that's worth for a flying creature.
Yeah. It hits the ground, it's like washed out, getting angry, but it's prone. It has to get itself up off the ground. What else would you want? Anything else for you movement wise, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and move so that I'm kind of behind everybody else.
Over on this side?
More towards the north. Yeah, there we go.
You fly around the broom, taking the battles. Okay. That brings us. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And I'll use a free action to yell at Grundy that you need fire to kill those things burrowing into it.
Okay.
And that I might have some too. Twinsies.
Nice. It's a classic Ashavar moment, like twinsies. We both have these egg things. But you do hear, of course, that fire might be the way to go. The wasps are coming around, and they're pretty hurt, and they need to do rolls. Okay, that is, which was so this one starts flying away off to that tower. Cassius, you get wait, we're not back to your turn, and I think you used your reaction.
Oh no, I have my reaction back now.
Oh, okay.
So that was last turn, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so you have an attack of opportunity on this one, as it's trying to fly off to the tower.
Yes, I am going to hit it.
Nice.
I'm going to attempt to hit it, yes. 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. That's 8 thunder damage, but also its speed is reduced to 0.
Nice.
So it's not going anywhere.
Ugh, and it's just
You're
stunned.
going nowhere.
Nice, get over here. Awesome. Okay, let's see. That's the next one. Let's see if it's trying to bounce. It is. Sorry, that was number 4, which is this one. So, Grundy, if you still have your reaction, it's not back to your turn yet, and I think you tried to attack of opportunity, the one that you missed in the air. Was that this?
Oh, that's just Sentinel. It's a feat, so I can use it at any time.
I think Sentinel uses your reaction to do that, though, right?
Does it? Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
it
wait.
does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it
I
does.
don't have my reaction back yet.
Okay. Go to test theirs. It's a natural 20, of course. All right. Anyway, it's going to try and fly away, but I guess we'll have to see how far it gets, because that's a natural 20. That's 15. Oh, that thing's lucky. Ghost gets a strike, like, it's just too quick, like a 1-2 combo, and then starts bobbing and weaving off to the tower, like, it's not really doing well. Let's see if this last one's staying to fight. It is. Okay. Here's oh, they're dead. 1-2. 1-2. And Cassius
Oh, they're
has
dead.
to go. Yeah, okay. Very good. Oh no, it was this one. It was upside down. That's what it was. It's not prone, so disadvantage. It's still sticking around. Okay, so this one gets up. That's half its movement, so it only has 25 feet. 15. It's gonna kind of go after whoever else has been like stung, and it senses a pheromone. That's Grundy, I think, is the closest. It's gonna try and attack you. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's a 25 to hit Grundy. Let's do. It's gonna go for the sting. So that's. Give me that modifier. All right, +3. It's 6 points of piercing damage, and please make a Constitution saving throw if you would, Grundy.
Half to 3 and con save. Let me use my regular dice this time.
Okay, nice.
Okay, 17 plus 4, that is 21.
Beautiful. Again, knock it out of the way so it cannot poison you. It retreats, like, yeah, and tries to sting you with a second attack. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, geez. All right, that's 9 points of piercing, reduced to 5.
5. Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, another con save if you would. Sorry.
This is out of dice jail, so this is good.
Oh, okay.
11 plus 4, 15.
15 just misses. Just misses. You're like, oh, not today. You try and push it out, but just.
I touched the stinger instead.
yeah, out of. All right, let me quickly roll this. Where are we? Okay.
Wait. Can I use my Patreon die to add to Grundy's save?
Absolutely. Yep, that's 2d8. So it's going to succeed no matter what, but go ahead and roll it to see how well he succeeds.
Okay.
That's a substantial amount of damage that you're being saved from. Their little attacks aren't that bad. poison is pretty insane.
10.
And okay, yeah.
That's 25, yeah.
Nice. Not today. And it almost gets you, and you're like, nope. You're just really inspired, by Ashavar's warning, and that, Ashavar's got your back today. She's letting you know about the bugs. She's letting you know about the fire, and your twinsies.
Literally got my back too with the frostbite.
Yeah. 8. So you do take 12 points of piercing damage, reduced to 6 as these things continue. I'm gonna burrow in. That's it for the wasps. Let's see. Okay, all right. These things are pretty much dead. So let's go back through here. They're all really close to dying. So Cassius, you're up top. What would you like to do? Got one right in front of you there.
Okay, so I am going to punch the one that's in front of me one more time. That's a nat 20 again.
Oh, yes.
Lord have mercy.
11 damage. It's kind of been the damage tonight. Yeah, that's 11
nice.
thunder damage.
Jeez, okay. Hanging on by a thread. Mm-hmm.
Oh, by a thread? Okay, one more time.
Whoa.
Hopefully this will end it. 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. Oh, finally, max damage, 13 damage.
Yeah, how do you want to destroy this one?
I think Cassius will take his thunder gauntlet and kind of plug it into the wasp's head and kind of reverberate it until it explodes.
Like a Scanner's head. The old Scanners movie. It's just it's gone. Oh, that is so cool.
And then are there any other ones that are alive?
There's one left. It's right next to Grundy, about 10 feet away from you.
I'm gonna move behind it so Grundy can finish it off.
It's unfortunately has its back to this honeycomb. But you can go diagonally so that with Grundy's movement he can probably get that.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna be right there.
Nice.
Yeah. And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Beautifully walk up, shake the gore off your gauntlet. Take that, wasp. Grundy, it's around to your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I'm going to sidestep, so I am flanking.
Beautiful.
And swoosh, swoosh with the scimitars again.
Yeah, this one's also hurting.
Okay, here's the first hit. I think that misses. That's a 14.
That just hits.
Oh, that just hits.
That is,
I got double
AC.
8s. Double 8s.
Nice.
Okay, so... And then for that damage, it gets 6.
Okay. It's hanging on by a thread. That's it.
Okay. And then second hit. That definitely misses. That is only a 9. I got double 3s. What the heck?
It's only because it droops out of the sky for a minute that you swing and miss.
One last hit, guys. One last hit.
Got it.
Nice.
Boom. That's a nat 20, so 26 total to hit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see this beautiful damage.
And, okay, almost max damage. That's 9 double to 18.
Beautiful. How do you want to destroy this one, Grundy?
Woo! Basically, first the 2 swings miss. One hits, one misses. I again twirl, spin around, swing it back, grab a wing, and then do the slice.
Clean across from the top of this wing perfectly to the top of the other wing. Slice through.
Yeah. Sorry I splashed you there.
Yeah,
because I would have splashed Cassius with the spray.
Yeah,
it's all good. He has a helmet on that's covering his face. So it's just splattered on there.
Yeah. All right.
Grundy just looks over. Safety first.
Nice. Beautiful. As combat dies out, Ghost walks over, approaches, and just back in battle here. Ghost walks over, and that was some Right, that was terrible, but all part of the job. Are you here for the same? Are you here for a job? Is Vic taking my jobs?
No.
No.
Right.
I would have landed by this point as well. Also.
Okay, nice.
I'm trying to scratch at my back with one of my scimitars, trying to get
Oh,
the
can
stupid
I-
thing back
Can
there.
I like shoot? Can I shoot Grundy's back with a firebolt? I have fire, but
Oh, yeah.
just to see if it, just to see if it
Absolutely.
helped.
Yep.
There were enemies crowding me, so I couldn't use it because I would have been at disadvantage anyways, and I could only use it once, like per turn.
Yeah,
So we
go
would have
for
to
it.
deal with that. Yeah. Okay.
Are you just letting it hit Grundy or like squaring up?
Yeah, just
Okay.
like just letting it hit him just so you can get the fire.
Nice.
But I rolled for it and it was a 15, and I don't know if that doesn't mean you're-
But it's cool because with these, Grundy only takes 1 point of that damage, and the rest burns up the 3 creatures, the 3 larvae assassin bugs that were crawling into Grundy to grow.
Is there one in Astrovar too?
Well, you can ask
Ashvar
her.
is like kind of looking. She has her tunic lifted up a little bit. She's
A little
looking.
wriggling. You've seen one on your side.
Okay.
Cassius, but can I get you two, Ash? And he's gonna like get it ready.
As long as it doesn't do more than 17 points of damage.
Hold on,
I can-
hold on, Cassius.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. All right.
Is
I'm
there
assuming
one
part
else
of
I
my
do?
I'm assuming part of my cloak is on fire, right?
If you
I'm
well,
assuming part of my cloak. Yeah.
if you'd like it to
Yeah.
be, sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna like control flames and then kind of just move it over to the where the pierce the
Okay.
the wound is.
Little
And
less
kind of
damage.
burn it that way. Yeah.
Okay, all right. It's the 1 point of damage. Plop! It falls out, like pushes back out of your side. Ashvar lands on the ground.
Cassius will be like, "Hey, how are you two feeling right now?" He's gonna be like gesturing towards your HP.
I've been better.
I could heal us if you need to.
I can also heal us too, so it's whomever. Yeah.
That's
Okay,
great.
well-
'Cause I can't heal anything.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'm like, he's like got like little sting puncture wounds, kind of.
We all swell it up. Yeah, everyone's got
Cassius will walk over to Astrovar and cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So it's gonna be 2d8 plus 5. Ooh. Yeah, you got 12 hit points back.
Oof! I'm almost back to full.
Nice.
Bless
Let's
you,
go.
sir.
Before
Of
you
course, of
heal
course.
Grundy, Grundy, yeah, no, she was introduced. Let me just. Yours didn't pop out, Grundy. Do you want me to fish him out? Yeah, if you're healed.
please.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm not healed yet, but yeah.
all right.
Go ahead so I can fix it up.
Right. And she takes out her comma, like a little baby scythe, and just all right. All right. I'm still in it. It hurts. It's a little. Oh, got one. It's, lands on the grass. Right. Just. Well, there's 3 different. All right. It's the third one's really in there. Oh, you can feel the pressure. It had eaten grown enough already. Where it's like.
Mm-mm. No.
Oh, all right. Okay. That's done.
Oh, I know it's not real, but that stings. So Grundy's gonna cast Healing Word on himself at
Nice.
2nd level.
Nice. So what land did you all hear? I mean,
7.
typically people don't come into intransigent dreams, and you found yourself in the middle of one. What brings you all here?
Well, we're looking for an Everbloom.
Oh,
There's I don't know if he's a friend yet, but he didn't eat us. I actually don't know. They didn't eat us yet. They're in pain. They are in some sort of, they're locked in some sort of cycle that they can't break, where they are born and die every day, and that's not natural for them. And we were able to communicate with with them, and they told us that they need an Everbloom, and here we are.
Well, that's a dangerous journey, but I mean, you're in the right place. Of course, Ashvar, your Lashtar guide met you at the way station last session, and then kind of informed you on what to do, and then asked to kind of like blend with you for this. So they're sort of still speaking to you in your head, but their presence is with you. And
that's nice.
yeah, so they'll just kind of share like in your head at that moment, like the thoughts of, okay, good. An intransigent dream, like recurring dream like this, is the only way to get into the Dream Heart Tempest. We need to get the eye of the Dream Heart Tempest. So we're on the right track, Ashvar. This is how we need to find a way to resolve this recurring dream for whoever's having it. That gets us into the Dream Heart Tempest. We're on the right track. Kind of reassures you.
Okay.
And Ghost will kind of add, well, maybe. I don't know if you'd be interested in helping one another. I'm here on a job. I've been at it night after night for a good week and a half now. I'm here. You're friends of Vix. I'm here to steal a new spell. It's a new spell being developed by a rather, well, one of the world's most top-ranked wizards. Of course, in the waking world, they're recluse. They live in their defensive tower with all their traps and everything else. It's an absolute nightmare. Defenses are ridiculous. But here in the dream realm, is a little trick of my trade. You come in, you get the information you need right from their sleeping minds. It's just information, so pick that. But I need to help them resolve this dream because they're trying to make the spell here in their dream. I need the finishing notes. I don't know. I imagine you don't want to be stuck here in this recurring dream. Maybe we can work together, help this. All right. The wizard's a bit of an arse, but it's how we do left and right. Come clear the hives because the wasps keep flying over to his tower. She gestures over to the tower, and been driving him crazy. It's been interruptions, and I think I'm almost there, but I don't know. There's a lot going on in this wizard's mind.
So that tower belongs to the wizard that you need to steal from.
Aye. Much safer, this tower, than the one in the waking world. And he sees us as friends so far. I've managed to work my way in as a friend in the dream. I think it'd be easy enough to say, well, we're brought back up, and let's get these things cleared for you so you can finish your work.
Well, the minute she starts talking about stealing something, Ashavar's eyes just completely light up. It's like, okay.
Oh, 8. Well, let's take a trip to the town.
Then she remembers that she has people with her, and then turns around and says, feeling okay?
I mean, this is just a dream, so there's nobody to stop you, per se.
I mean, technically what we're doing is not against any laws that I know. I don't really know dream law that well, so I don't see any problems. Plus, this
I
is
don't
our...
see any dream police.
Yeah, plus this isn't while this isn't our first time in the dream world, this is one of the first times we've been in the dream world. So definitely having someone like in advance help us out, will help you. Yeah, we'll help you, and then you help us find this every.
Perfect. Will do. Well, let's take a trip to the tower. Lead the way. And in the dream world, you all began traversing a small section of woods up a sloped hill to the tower. Meanwhile, they quickly, because we're going to do our bio here, back on the ship. Two things. The first, there's been so much tea drinking that everybody has to pee, so we'll do a bio break. Second, Kip says, comes running in. Didn't even use the mind link. Running down into the galley. I think we've got some trouble. And of course, it looks over at like Cassius and Grundy and Ashvar saying, right? Vic, Zia, I mean, new people, you'll probably use your help. Just up with me, please. We've got company. That's where we go to our bio break.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Oh
Nice.
no.
Disaster, and I have to pee.
Yeah, this is trouble. Like, you all, like, just enough time to pee before trouble hits. So, for anyone that doesn't know, we take about a 10-minute bio break. Our audio will be hot, so you chat this if you want. I'm gonna put us over there right now, though. Here we go. Catch you all in 10.
Yeehaw!
Oof.
Oh, you.
Oh, okay. Well, I found him now, so that's good. All right. Well. Yeah, I love all that stuff. Well, let's upload some files. Maybe Discord. Okay. We also have this. Hey, Daniel. Coffee break hype. Wasp. Often Zen. Yeah, that one, that bio break time came in like a wrecking ball. That was not. Zero smoothness. Oops.
I've had the Muppet Show theme stuck in my head all day. I don't know why. I don't know where I got it. And then last week was Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper.
Really gets stuck. Yeah. I love
Especially when it's a redeem on my stream.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah. Nice. It's time to get things started.
It's kind of hoping for Phenomena at least.
On the Muppet Show tonight. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, boo! Statler and Waldorf just in the sidelines.
Yeah. I
That's terrible!
freaking love the Muppets.
Nice. Okay, I think. We say perfect. Bring us on back. Bring it on. Okay. I should probably find my notes. I've got
Swedish chef. Gertie.
Nice. Okay.
Also, hi, Zen.
First guide, share now. Hey, Zen.
Oh, Trillin is here too. Hi.
Yeah, I guess Hyzen.
All right.
The obligatory, not so subtle bio break tie-in.
Wow.
So, Elana and Sadie, are you heading up to follow Kip to the upper deck?
What? Oh, I'm sorry. What was that question again?
Sadie's not. Is Elana? Just kidding. Elana and Sadie, are you following Kip up to the upper deck or staying down here?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
guess.
All right, Vic's gonna go up to Zia. Is going to stay here. Well, if you need me, let me know. I'm gonna just keep an eye on everyone here. It sounds like I need to. And let me know if I need to tie people down again, please.
No. Well, I'll be sure to let you know.
All right. The two of you follow Kip racing up to the upper deck along with Vic. As you step out, you see another ship flying at about, not directly in front of you, but off about 20-30 degrees to the right from the very front of your ship. Not super far out. And they seem to have like done a curve to curve around, having apparently spotted you. And as the ship begins to curve a bit to the side, you can read the name along the side. And it is the UAF Valkyrie. Let's see. Jeez, everyone's so new, but Vic recognizes it as a ship that once, out of 3 that stopped you, 3 UF ships stopped you all at one point and did an inspection. Everyone very carefully, like, you don't have anything, hide everything that's important and this and that, and you made it through the inspection. This is one of those ships. Vic says, oh, it's X. All right, everyone, prepare yourselves. I don't think this is going to be a simple, with tensions as they are, it's probably not an inspection. Captains.
What?
Hey, quickly, what? You up to your stations. What you need?
I'm just confused as what's going on.
UF pirates.
You have a problem with the UAF?
UF has a problem with us.
Great.
That's Captain Adele,
Wonderful.
Hex, Emmett. Actually, Sadie, do a history check. See if you're familiar with, because, you know, Atmos, maybe, you know.
I'm sure she's heard of the UAF, right? Like,
Yeah. Let me know what you got.
history, that is a 15.
Okay. You've heard the name, Captain Adele, Hex, Emmett. Supposedly a warlock. Uses a strong sense of magic and a kind of an iron fist to run her ship.
What was the name again? I'm sorry.
It's Captain Adele Hex, in air quotes, Emmett,
Okay.
as what Vic said
Okay.
earlier. Mm-hmm.
So, can I ask a quick question, Dan?
Yeah, please.
As a DM, like,
Mm.
you know, I'm aware of this crew's affiliate, you know, like, issues with the UAF.
Mhm.
As a new person coming aboard from Atmos, how would I view the UAF? Like, in a general sense, like, good, bad, like.
I would say it's up to you. You've had the UAF experience. You know that, you know, they're purported upholders of the law. You know, the whole protect and serve bit, right? In the skies. But you know that they frequently, it's a safer bet that they're going to be, as a whole, taking advantage of their power and taking that out on others. There's taxes and things like that, and they operate under the, okay, we collect taxes and we give you safe airways, and they do to an extent, right? They can point to this and say, technically we do, but also they have a lot of prejudices. They have a lot of, it's just a, you know, it's just a safer bet that you're going to run into a UAF that, gosh, I don't know how to say it, would never just trust by default, like a UAF person, right? It's better to go in guarded, prepared. But, you know, it depends, you know, if you have any, you know, if you've got, I mean, I know you have decent funds. Yeah, I don't know if any of the prejudices would hit you. You might have some. Um, uh, Not entitlement, but my gosh, why am I blanking on the word? I don't know. It's such
Just
a
might not
Privilege?
have been in like any like
privilege.
circles to where she would have
Yeah.
had a problem with the
Mhm.
UAF
Yeah, it could be in a
personally.
small bubble. Like they never affected me. I just
Yeah,
pay my dues, and so that's entirely up to you. You know,
yeah.
I'll let you
Okay.
take it any way
Okay.
that you'd like.
All right. She'll do whatever Vic tells her, wherever Vic tells her to go.
Okay. Elana, yes.
Was the UAF a thing when I? Great.
Vic's like, why am I giving these people who don't know anything?
Yeah. Right. So if I ask to board, I'm saying no. We've got Captain and Grundy and Ashavar asleep. It's just not safe. And with tensions as they are, and especially if they know anything about what we did, there's no way we're surviving being boarded. Sorry, kind of gestures to Alana and Sadie. We'll catch you up later. For now, I need people, man in positions. So I'll ask Elana and Sadie to take a look in Discord. There are 4 areas to kind of keep an eye on here. Typically, there's a captain role, but since Cassius is in the dream realm right now, yeah, Vic's gonna sort of manage this, but he's really just gonna be checking with all you to get a consensus. As you can see, there's different components I've worked up here. There's arcane engines. Um, there's to keep an. These are things to keep an eye on. There are different components to your ship. Arcane engines, and they manage your speed, being able to move. It's all broken down here: AC, HP, and your speed of 5 squares per turn. Every 25 damage lost reduces your speed by 1. If it's reduced, if you lose all your HP, you're dead in the water. Your gunnery, that's people like fighting back. Ideal, of course. You've got your cannons here. They have it describes how many you have, their attack and all that stuff, and damage. And your ballistas. Cannons can only attack the hull of the other ship, not any other parts. But the ballista can target the enemy's engines, the helm for control steering, the hull, or any of these areas. The helm, of course, that also has an AC and an HP. So everyone's going to be tasked with keeping track of the HP basically for one of these. And then asked to, what do you want to do? Probably fire weapons and just keep an eye on one of these. So I'll ask you each to consider: do you want to be firing cannons or ballista? That's what Vic is going to ask. Ballista is the big bow and arrow thing. Harpoon shooting thing on the upper deck of the ship. Cannons are down on the 3rd deck below. And which of these objects do you want to keep an eye on? I'll ask Elana first.
I'll do. You said the ballista was like the bow and arrow.
It's a giant harpoon, but it looks like a big
Yeah.
crossbow with a harpoon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright, I'll do that. And I guess, can I keep an eye on the hull? That
Absolutely.
cool. Or we're just keeping an eye on one thing, or is it?
Just keep an eye on one thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And Sadie, how about you?
The engines are underneath, are down below deck, right? If I remember
Yes.
correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things that we can keep an eye on.
Yeah. Yep. You'll
Or
kind of
no?
be keeping an eye on them visibly over the sides if you're up on the top deck. And if you're doing cannons instead, then you'll just, be keeping an eye because they're at one deck below.
Okay. I think Sadie would probably go for the cannons since it's not front facing and the people won't be able to see her that she's on this
Nice.
ship and helping.
Okay. Cannons and the engines are what you're keeping track of.
Yes, if yeah, that's possible.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Actually, if you're in the gunnery, go ahead and keep track of the weapons in there because they have ACs, the cannons. No, go ahead and do the engines. That's a good call. Do the engines.
Okay. All right.
Does Cassius or Grundy or is there anyone want to keep track of the other values in here so that you're not stuck doing, absolutely nothing in this part? We'll go back and forth a little too, but who would like to monitor the helm? Okay, you've got it. It's in the document there. It'll tell you AC and HP. Sorry, Lil, you're keeping an eye on the hull. Okay, engines and that. So I think the only other thing is the cannons. Do one of you want to keep track of the cannons? It's okay if you don't either. If you're like, nah, we'll just watch.
Wasn't Sadie doing
Sadie's actually going to do the engines.
the engines? Yeah, then I can.
She's firing the cannon. Yeah.
Okay, so if you don't mind keeping an eye on there's two. It'll say in here, but there's 4 cannons in all, 2 in the left, 2 in the right.
Did you share this in Discord?
It's in Discord. I'm sorry. It's the images I just.
Oh, gotcha.
My bad.
Okay.
And I guess the ballista, Ashvar, if you don't mind, but it's okay if you don't want to keep track of their HP and stuff.
I don't mind, but are we doing this out of character because we're asleep?
Yes.
Or...
This is just, replace if you don't mind, but it's okay if that's a hassle.
HP tracking. Okay, I get it. No, I'm good. I can do that.
Okay.
The ballista.
In that case, let me do a little of this action and
I need new glasses.
Oh, come on. Why is it doing
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Here it goes. Yay!
Who is this Elgato?
Right now it's frozen up. That sucks. Let me see if a very quick thing will fix it. If it doesn't. Okay. And then nothing happened. No, that's something on the computer. Bummer. All right. Well, in that case, just gonna have to go to backup plan here and turn off one of these and use that instead. Maybe this one. Nope. Maybe this one. Not that one. You know why? It probably wants. I probably need to actually TS this way. Okay, how about now? Okay, jeez, that's dark. Well, whatever. That's just what we've got for now. I'm sorry.
So dark.
Here we go. This ship, for now, is you. The one with the wide out wings is the Valkyrie. You can move 5 squares. I'm going with my notes. Okay, here are the actions you can take per turn. Movement. On your turn, you can move the airship up to 5 squares. That's your speed. You'll see on the document that has to do with the helm This ship was built for maneuverability. So you can actually turn the ship up to 180 degrees in one single turn. But you can only it's 45 degrees per a square. So you do have to be moving forward in order to turn. So with each movement, you can basically go diagonally. You can keep turning and make it 180 within your turn. On your turn, you can also attack. The ship can fire any arrangement of both ballista and cannons on a turn, but each person manning a weapon under the attack order can only fire one weapon per turn. You can't be like, I'm one person, I'm going to go fire all 4 cannons. It's a whole thing to load a cannon and shoot. So
Yeah.
if you're shooting cannons, you can shoot 1 cannon. If there's another person on a ballista, they can shoot a ballista. However, and if this changes your arrangement and what you want to do, let me know. But if you're firing, if a cannon is firing on the same turn as a ballista, the ballista attacks with disadvantage because the kickback from the cannon screws with the aiming of the ballista. So if you
would it be a flat roll if it's the other way around?
Which way? Sorry.
So like if the ballista shoots and then you shoot the cannon.
No, it's still the same, only because it's done in the
Okay.
same 6 seconds. Unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries. I just want to know if there's like a little loophole there.
Gotcha. I will say that this is introducing like the ship as a battle mechanic, so there are going to be upgrade options and ports and stuff where you can manage some of this a little better, so it's not so doesn't have as many issues. And then so movement, attack. There's also a boarding action you can take if you want. If you want to board another ship, it must be within melee range, has to be in a square around you, 360 degrees. And it basically consists of the average. I take checks against all the members of one crew that are participating and trying to jump to the other ship, and all the members of the ship that's protecting. So not everybody on the crew, but whoever's actively physically participating in fending people off or actively participating in trying to board the other ship. Everybody does either an athletics or acrobatics check, and I take their averages. So it helps you usually to have more people doing it than the other crew, and just to roll better. Okay. So, does that change anything as Vic tells you, Elana and Sadie, like, okay, right, so you can do your different things, but it's going to make more trouble for the person on the ballista? I think it might be better if we take out their engines with the ballista, then they'll be dead in the water and we can get out of here because we're much faster in open flight. The cannons can only attack their hull, and that's going to have a whole lot of strength to it. It'll take quite a while, and that'll sink them permanently. So it's up whichever you decide. Just let me know. I have to. There's so much I have to do. Let me know, and I'll help. All right. Neither of you can. Whoever's near you, let them know. We can speak through our minds. Let them know. They'll let me know.
Okay.
Right.
I'm sticking to what I chose.
Oh wow, they are not on the mind link. Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. And just to clarify, DM clarification. The hull, if like your hull, has an astronomical amount, 371 HP for your hull. Those are sturdier, so they're a little harder to hit than things like the engines. Oh, the engines are pretty tricky to hit. But that will sink them permanently and might take a little more time versus hoping to do like better aiming with ballista and take something that was much less HP. There's also the rudder. If you can get behind them, you can switch over to trying to attack their. If you get behind them, you can attack their steering and that has like an AC of 16 hit points. So it kind of depends on where you're at, but look at the documents and ask me any questions as we go along. Tensions are high between the UAF and the pirates, and this is going to be a regular threat. So buckle up and consider what the wisest choices are. Okay. If at any point anyone wants to switch, let me know, but I'll take that as your choices for now. Let's see. Can I have geez. Okay. Since Vic's kind of running, I'm having him do it. Tempest goes first. So you are currently here. You have 5 squares of movement. Here's the other ship. If you want to use cannons, you have to be like this, right? Because your cannons are on the side, you can't really aim them. You just have to run up past them. That also gives them the opportunity to use their cannons if they're prepared. So let me know what you'd like to do. You're here. Vic's sort of, checking with the people near you. So between Elana and Sadie, y'all have any input on what you want to do, or do you want me to just have Vic run this part?
Yeah, Sadie's kind of below deck, so I'm not really sure that she'd be able to be like, let's turn this way.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Alana's like, I'll help out, but who the fuck's the UAF?
Nice. Okay. All right. So in that case, Vic is going to ask Kip right run across the street, cut him off straight through, and we'll fire everything we can as we go past. And so you start moving here. 1, 2. As you hit this point, you get the word from Wisp, who's down there, Sadie, to fire the cannons on the right-hand side of the ship. I mean, you can only fire one, but go ahead and look at the dock for the attack. You're not currently, would you? No, I guess because it's gunnery. A lot of other things on the ship you'd be proficient in, but not these.
Yeah.
So it would be a straight D20, I think, because we're not really adding. I mean, there isn't really anything you add to it except proficiency if you have it. So
It's an 11.
okay.
Well, let's see here. Ranged, but that's an 11 straight.
Mhm.
You said it'd just be a straight roll. Okay. Yeah, 11.
Okay. You have never done this before. The ship is flying. You can hear the hum of the engines below you, and this other ship is a little scary. I mean, you've traveled in the sky. You love these ships, but it's in the moment you're like, okay, wait. You get the true gravity of it. You can be dropped out of the sky if this goes sour. You begin hearing an announcement, an amplified voice from the other ship. This is Captain Adele Emmett. Hold your ship to bring it to a halt and prepare to be boarded. Any act of you get the cue to fire, Sadie. And it fires a cannonball past the ship, missing. But the announcement stops at that. Very well. The last thing you hear from Hex. Elana, you have the ballista on the back right of the ship here. Do you want the one in the front of the ship or the back right? Because either of those can attack this. For Elana.
Sorry, say it again.
Do you want the ballista that's mounted in the front of your ship or in the back right? Because both of those can attack as you fly by here.
I'll take the back.
Okay. What would you like to aim it at? It's got a whole bunch of range of motion. What would you like to aim it at?
There was something that Vic wanted us to focus on, right? I already forgot. Sorry.
I'm sorry, but I don't know, sweetie. You have it already. I gave it back. Okay, Nevium. What was your question, Elana? I'm so sorry.
I was just saying that Vic said there was something to focus on, right? I already forgot.
It can be any of the things. Let me go back in here. You can try and aim for their engines. It's a little harder to hit, and you're not proficient, so it might not be good to go for the engines. You're in the front of the ship, so you can't get the helm, but you can try and knock out some of their weapons, or you can go for the hull, which you just heard Sadie try and take out. But you can also take aim at their weapons to make them, possibly defenseless.
I'll try to aim at the weapons.
You see that they also have 2 cannons. You can't hit the cannons, but there is a ballista in the front of their ship that you could take aim at.
I will aim at that.
Okay. So your roll, because you're not proficient, will be a straight D20 roll.
That's a 5.
Okay. Oh, you wrapped it, the thing, the crank, and then aim, pull a little release. Lever fires through one of their tertiary sails. It doesn't hit the ship or do damage, but kind of tears a big hole and pulls some of their sail down. But it's just like a tertiary one. As you continue flying across, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're gonna start. No, they probably don't want to expose their backside. Okay, that brings us to the other ship. The other ship is going to continue through. They only have 4 squares of movement because your ship's really fast. But they're going to unload some cannons as they go by. Of course, there are people, they've got folks that are trained, but that is a terrible roll. What, +4 to hit? I don't think that an 8 does any damage to your hull, right? Your whoever Lil, I think you've got the hull, the AC for the hull. It's way more than that, I think. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 17.
All right, they do fire their second cannon, and that is a 23 to hit your hull. So that one will lay in. It's got to be later, honey. Okay. Thank you. All right. This is, oh, jeez. 40-12. These cannons are 15. That's kind of, jeez. And 32 points of damage to your hull. You hear an awful crunch, Sadie. Maybe like 10 feet down from your cannon. You can see a little kind of break and bulge in some of the wood in the ship. They do not.
I'm so sorry. What was the second number?
32 points of damage is what the hull took. And they continue. They do not have the same maneuverability. It's decent, but not quite the same as yours. All right, and so hopefully you can still see this. Your camera. That brings us back to the ship. Vic is going to try and. Oh, man. He's going to bring you across their bow again. 1, 2, 3. The maneuverability. I'm going to cut them back off. Okay. Sadie, if you rush to the other side, the left side, you can fire your cannons again. The D20.
Absolutely. Let's
Nice.
go.
You run over. Powder. Stuff. Cannonball.
Okay, that's a little bit better. That's a 15.
A 15. Let's take a peek. A 15 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage for the cannons.
That's 4d12 bludgeoning damage, right? I think I'm
Yep.
saying it right.
If it doesn't, there's a minimum damage of 20 that needs to be hit in order for damage to take effect. because these are
Okay,
really
so
solid things. So
I have to get at least 20. That's what
at
you're
least
saying,
20.
right?
And that goes for everybody. Same for, them attacking you.
Okay, so we reached 20.
Nice.
That's 21, 29, 31 damage, bludgeoning.
Beautiful. 31 damage. You see some wood splintering. Mind you, your ship is much more resilient than a lot of other ships. And you see right, because you hit with a cannon. Never mind, you're running across the front of the ship. So yeah, you see it just go into the base of the hull of their ship, making like a 5-foot wide hole. Elana, you race across to the other side of the deck and start loading up this other harpoon, and you're taking aim. What do you want to? Again, you can aim for the hull, or again you can try and take out their front ballista.
I'll aim for the ballista again.
Okay, go for it.
It's a 17.
17 hits. Nice. Roll that beautiful ballista damage. Isn't quite as much as cannons, but it's very precise. I think it's a 3d10, and this weapons do not have a minimum damage. It's only the hull.
It's a 21.
21. You quickly take over half of its HP, for lack of a better term. It cracks at the base. They can still operate at the person behind it, sort of tipped off to the side here, trying to reload it. But you've done a fair bit of damage. Oh, I need to put the battle music back for viewers. So sorry. Okay. And then it can actually start navigating around because of the rate at which you can turn your ship. They're gonna get nervous. They're gonna try, and they can turn a little bit at 1, 2. Then they can turn this way, 3 and 4. They can get 9. Okay, they are gonna try and shoot ballista shot from the right-hand side, and they're gonna aim for the hull. They're just gonna aim for the hull, and that misses entirely. Harpoon goes down. You hear that whizzing that goes by the ship. Vic rapidly taking, barking orders to Kip. Right, hard to the left. We'll get behind him and take out their navigation. We can 1, 2. Sorry, 1. Yeah, and then they can do a diagonal 2, 3. Cut back the other way, 4. Ooh, yeah, 5. You land. You finish your turn right behind them. So, because the rudder is in the way, the cannons can hit the navigation. So, Sadie, you run back to the right side of the ship. There's one cannon that's already ready and loaded on that side. The other one that you didn't fire. Go ahead and fire if you want. Yeah, this is Vic carefully navigating it so you can try and hit the helm. What'd you get?
I'm so glad that Vic is navigating for me. Unfortunately, that was a really big miss. It's only a 4.
Oh, okay. It fires and just like fires down way too low, unfortunately, and just tips down. Elana, you run back over to the right side. You pick up the harpoon. You take aim. You see the rudder. It's lined up pretty well. You go to pull the trigger. Go ahead and make an attack if you're still looking to attack.
14.
14 hits their helm. Go ahead and roll damage.
24.
24. Goodness. Okay. All right. They can only move 45 degrees per turn now. You've hit half, damaged their rudder fairly badly, down just past half its integrity. And so now their ship can't take the same 90 degrees worth of turns in their each turn. You can only do 45, making them much less maneuverable. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They're trying to put some distance, not realizing how fast your ship is. It brings us back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, lines the ship up sideways. Vic's doing a pretty decent job. But you got to run back to that left side, Sadie. You got to, you know, powder.
Yes.
Line it. Light the match. Take your shot. You'll be able to hit their navigation instead of the hull because of how Vic lined this up.
Okay. Another miss. It's only a 7.
Okay. Again, fire's a little far off to the right. The timing was just a little bit late and missed. Elana, are you taking another shot?
Yeah.
Okay, you race over to the right-hand side again. This fucking the harpoon. Your shoulders get really tired from all this, the cranking the tension back. Line it up. Release. Take your shot.
20.
20? Okay, well that's such a critically placed shot. You get to roll twice the number of damage dice. So instead of, what are your ballista? Instead of 3d10, you get to roll 6d10. Aiming at their rudder.
32.
Shit, okay. What do you want it to look like as you blast their rudder clean off the back of their ship? With a massive
Yes,
harpoon.
I guess.
Okay. You take careful aim, and then you take a second to wait. Hold your breath. And then release. You hear that beautiful, you know, the second you hit that trigger, you already know how beautiful of a shot this is. It's one of those things your brain's like, oh, that's it. And it just makes this little whine through the air before this huge, like, explosive, concussive force. It's kinetic energy that blasts a hole in the back of their hull and just disintegrates the part of the navigational structure in the back there that allows it to adjust and tilt and turn through the air. Bits of board and debris from the ship, so a couple barrels come rolling out of the back and just falling down into the abyss below. The ship locked in a singular direction. So that's all they can do. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't turn anymore. Vic is going to mind link people. Wisp is near you, Sadie, so I'll repeat. And Ash will be near you, Elana. No, Vic will just yell over to you, Elana. We're clear to leave. I think it's safer to get out of here than it is to... I don't want to have blood on our hands either. We can outrun them by far and be done with it for now and regroup. What's your vote as, and says that first to you, Elana?
Whichever's good for you. I don't really know what's going on.
Right. And Wisp is asking you, Sadie. So what's good for you?
Or let's skedaddle
All right, good mate.
in my
Good
Scottish accent.
Nice. Awesome. All right. So you do just that. You're already facing an entirely different direction, and to at this point, Vic turns it over to Kip, who knows some maneuvering to give an impression of going in a certain direction, but bobbing this way back and forth, even in the distance, goes through sort of a defensive retreat so that your direction won't be tracked. And so I will bring us back to me. You successfully,
Ooh.
yes, successfully navigated this. Thank bleeping goodness.
Yay.
All right. Zia runs up. Okay, I think I've got everyone secured. Where do you need me? And Vic's like, oh, wait. You know what? It's a perfect place. Keep an eye on our friends. Let's do that. And I'm gonna stay up here with Kip, and we're just gonna keep eye and make sure there's no other ships that they communicated with, and sure we're in the clear. That. Okay. So close all of this business out. That brings us into the ship. A little bit more time goes by. This is sort of all the same time. Right after the battle started with in the Dream Realm, this kind of kicked off. But another 45 minutes, hour goes by, and this it seems to be the coast is clear, and you find yourselves back down in this makeshift sort of medical area to make sure everyone's sleeping well and not being hurt in the Dream Realm. And Vic updates Zia. So Elana, Sadie are sort of back here as well. Elana, Zia had just finished updating you on this. I'll put the final piece in here, but she's kind of shared about their experience with this the World's End. This sort of it's all a place. It's an event. It's a time. It's all the space completely out of time and space. It's the very beginning. It was part of that creation spell that the deities used, and explains that it's a safeguard. Like, the deities could have fixed this, but it was risky. They might have gone out of existence, so they were like, "No, we're good. The mortals can live with this Omega curtain. It's cool." But the overgod that made those deities, Al was like, "Okay, but I'm going to leave this little failsafe in here for mortals and not let the deities know about it." Because if push comes to shove, they're the creations. I want them to have an option. Zia shares, like, we don't really understand. We know we need like 4 components in order that are like keys that somehow give us access to the World's End. Our island somehow tethers into this. A lot of what ifs, but the thing that's resounding to you, of course, and it clicks with all of your math, all of your calculations, all those hours poured over where exactly this Omega curtain is coming from. Everything had pointed to the core of the Earth, not some extra dimensional space. That is the error. That's why you didn't succeed. That's why your plan backfired. You were pushing as though to push it back through the core to the core of the planet, not into some alternate dimension. That was a missing key to your spell.
She's kind of listening intently, and then as things start falling into place, she's like, "Oh," like reaches into her bag and pulls out a little bit of like a little notebook, and immediately just starts scribbling away, kind of muttering to herself.
So was that update just to Sadie? Yeah.
I'm sorry, what's that? Was
that
update
update just to Sadie? Yeah, I mean, you said that Zia updated Sadie. I mean, not Sadie. Updated Elana. Did Sadie hear any of it?
Yeah, I was saying that Sadie and Elana are here in the thing, so she's just saying it right here in front of everyone. The discussion's sort of back on. So you're there.
Okay.
Unless you don't want to be.
No. That's a lot to take in. So, what exactly? Did you say that she explained anything about the UAF, or was it just about the World's End?
Nothing about the UAF currently. About finishing.
So,
his work.
I spent a lot of time in Atmos and studying ships and things, and as you well know by now, and I mean the UAF. I mean they're not the best, yeah. But I'm not really sure that I understand why your this ship and this crew has such such a difficulty uh, with them.
Yes, I was meaning to ask that as well. I have no issues shooting harpoons at other ships. But I typically like a bit more of a reason for it for the future.
Right, right. It says. Well, there's a little history with the UAF. And just to, I'll let her summarize the history with the UAF from initially being left behind on an island in episode 2 or whatever, to let's see, the different encounters in the air, to there's an auction house where like there's this ancient technology, into discussion of ancient tech. As they describe some of this, it was at an auction house. Elana, you're like, oh yeah. No, I mean that sounds like some pretty basic, mundane machinery that you're accustomed to every day. But they're like, it's ancient tech, and it was fought over a full-on war between the pirates and the UAF at that auction house. A lot of people caught up in that. One of their crewmates died and was resurrected. And then to the time in the UAF training camp, where they're sort of beholden to the pirates, and so they went in and did this, but then they found out like they're spying on people left and right and gathering all this intel. They had more ancient tech, which again you're familiar with. It pinpoints it's sort of like a GPS. It pinpoints other ships, but for like unwilling people not with the device, it finds where other ships are within a really big range. So beforehand, people will be flying blind in the skies, and only by sight would they know if there's a ship. But the pirates had this technology where they would pinpoint. I mean, the UAF had this technology. They were pinpointing pirate ships, taking them, confiscating them, and then the big kicker: the UAF was behind that attack on us. The people that they trained with in that mission were there undercover, pretending to be pirates. It wasn't the UAF as a whole. There are decent elements in the UAF, but there's still just like too much corruption in there. A small group had been working with this over the specters. Yeah, they talk about Dracus and the undead dragon, and gosh, a number of things leading up to these encounters. We've just pulled too many threads on their secrets, I think.
You think?
Okay, so I don't regret my decision last time. Great.
Great work, too. Great shot. We haven't really had to use much of the battle capabilities of this ship, but I'm glad they're there.
Oh, yes, well, we did think it would be a good idea.
Yeah. And Zia, in classic Zia fashion, it's like starts thinking, wait, did I say too much? Like, right.
Yeah.
So, she turns to Sadie, so just, forget all this. I know you had to stow away. We'll drop you off at the next place that we can go to. Just forget this, and I think you'll be safe.
Right. Sure. Yeah, that sounds like Sounds like a plan, I guess.
I mean, or at least don't mention it to anybody.
Trust me, I'm definitely used to keeping secrets, so you don't have to worry about me ratting you out or the ship or whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make that sound like a threat from us. Like, don't say anything or we'll find you. It was like, the UAF might find you. We won't, we're not that kind of pirate.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Sure.
Do you-
I mean, to be fair, no one's that kind of pirate. I mean, they all say that, but
They do. Like, and there's classic ZOA jokes. Do you need to be dropped off too? Turns to Elana. Like, where are you? You don't have. I guess you don't have a home.
I mean, personally, it sounds like I could be of use here. Seems that we have similar end goals in mind, and as you said, I don't really have anywhere to go.
I guess we'll talk, to the captain. Oh, right. Yeah, no, I guess you met the captain. No, you didn't. So this, she points to, like, Cassius tied up. Everyone's tied up in bed still. This is Captain Cassius. Points to Cassius. Yeah, nice. And this is Grundy. And this is Ashavar. He plays a lovely. Is it a Veal, Ashavar? She was a lovely Veal. And Grundy has like a really nice selection of teas always. And Cassius, like, if ever anyone's got your back, like, you just, trust falls. Did you have trust falls like thousands of years ago? Like work retreats and.
Oh yes, but if you weren't caught, then you would fall into a pit of fire. Very intense.
Yeah, okay. Times were different. Wow, okay. Well,
I'm just messing with you. They were normal trust.
nice. Okay. Ooh. Good. See, we're gonna kick it out, I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. So we'll just talk to them and stuff. I mean, it sounds like you know a lot about, ancient technology to us, or every normal technology to you.
Oh yes. I helped design it.
She'll probably turn over to Sadie. Like, now I know you had to stow away, Sadie. Like, and I'm sure you want to get back to your life and stuff. But
well, I
if
mean,
ever
to
you're
be
looking
fair,
for-
my life was kind of back on Atmos, and that kind of fell to shit. So, I mean, no matter where I go, I'm kind of building a life new anyways. So, I mean, I hope. Wait, so where are you going again? Where's the ship going to?
Well, you probably don't want to get dropped off where we're going, because not too many people go there. It's Glurbalek?
Glurbalek?
Yeah, it's a cloud giant island.
What is it with this world and its strange words? That sounds like gibberish. Back in my day, our words sounded like real things.
Elana's a boomer. Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding.
So this Glurbalek, that's not somewhere I wanna be to.
Well,
to
maybe, but like there
things?
aren't a lot of people that come and go. So if you're
What do you
there,
mean? There's no one in the city, or?
that arrive at the island and depart the island. So maybe you like it there, but it's really like cloud giants. Like they live there, and then there's like
giants.
cool
Right.
culture to see. It's a really interesting place to visit.
I've had a few of them as clients before.
Okay.
Of a traveling gig.
Okay.
Didn't last very long. It's a
Mm.
little uncomfortable, but that's beside the point.
Mm.
Um,
Mhm.
Okay, so I mean, in the meantime, so I guess we're going to this verbal glick, and then wherever you go after that, we can talk. But I mean, you know, I know a lot about ships. I could help Ash out. Ash seemed to like my help, didn't you, Ash?
You'll hear kind of. She's probably back in here, like stuffing her face after like all the stress.
Ash,
Just gonna hold up a thumb behind her, like.
see, there's a thumbs up. That's a universal sign for A-OK.
Yeah, Zia kind of chimes in. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's what I started saying. But I know but then you had some other stuff to say. But I was saying, I was sort of saying like that I appreciated the work you did. I feel like it kind of saved us there. And
Well, glad I could help.
the other day that was. I mean, it was blood from leaking some wood, and it was not a great place to be down there, but.
Oh yeah, that was strange. It continues to be a bit strange on this ship, but
Yeah.
Every day is an adventure and something new, so that's exciting, right?
Yeah, I think. I mean, if no pressure, but maybe we can talk to the captain and the crew here and stuff once they're back from the dream realm. If you
Sure.
wanted to have a place to stay for a bit while you figure things out.
That sounds like a perfect plan.
Oh, good. We like really need people that know what they're doing with the ship and ancient technology. Looks over.
Do y'all not know what you're doing with the ship, or
Well, Ash
just
is
need
really
more
good.
people?
Just more people. Yeah, Ash is really good.
Okay.
Cassius has been learning from Ash and Wisp, so
Okay.
he's got a good handle on it. But it seemed like he really just kind of went in and kind of knew what to do for the most part.
Okay.
So, again, I get it. You were just looking for a safe place, so if you don't want to stay, I won't hold it against you or anything like that. But
Well, no, I definitely find this ship interesting, and I would be more than happy to help out if the captain agrees. And yeah, I appreciate y'all not killing me as soon as you found me.
Sure. Another day safe, right?
Another day safe, yeah.
And there's always adventure.
Oh, I love adventure. But yes, always.
Nice. All right. Well, I think Vic said it's time to put on like the cloths and stuff on their foreheads, give them a little, make sure everyone's doing well here. So, I'm just gonna do that quickly, and then I guess we can talk, more about the ship and things going on. Just tend to them real quick.
Sounds good.
Whew. Okay. Unless you had anything else, Elana, that's presently an issue.
No, that doesn't help. I've read about the Disney world. No practical experience mine, but I could help with some knowledge.
Sure, you know more about it than I do then. Yeah, we're just making sure vitals are good and stuff. Could make a medicine check if you want, Elana. I would see you do that too.
Well, that's a 9, so maybe she doesn't know as much as she thinks.
Well, it's a little separate. This is medicine. I think that, right, because you had an off-stream role. You understand the principles, as with your incredible education. The principles of the dream realm. How it's broken up, about the dream tempest and its the eye, basics of navigating and waking up. So medicine check though, you're like, yeah, I think they're okay.
Yeah, they look like they're still alive.
Yeah. They have gone in like Zia having checked earlier. I think Ash, someone checked earlier. They've gone down, like heart rates have gone down. And I think I'll actually jump over into the dream world with Ashavar, Grundy, and Cassius. You've been walking through this wooded area. It's like a 5-minute walk until you go up this hill towards the Wizard's Tower. And as you step out of the woodland path to more of an open path, you find that this hill overlooks an ocean. The hill goes up and then kind of abruptly ends into sort of a sheer cliff down to a beach and the ocean. You hear the waves crashing below, soft and gentle. Tower looks like it's maybe 5 stories up, maybe underground too. Ghost does a certain knock. Boo, boo, boo. It's like a really off-tempo knock on the door, and that seems to be required for it to open because wizard. Recluse wizard. And the door opens. She's like, okay. Just trace my footsteps. Right. Trace my footsteps as best as you can. It's not that important. Like, you have to be super precise, but don't touch the walls. Just sort of follow my path, and we'll be fine. We're gonna go up to the top floor and report into the wizard. So you do. You begin navigating this. And you end up all the way at the top floor. There's a lot of weird stuff. It's a dream realm too, right? So you don't know, like, is this what the wizard's tower actually looks like? Like, what body parts are those in these jars of formaldehyde, and to what kind of creature do they belong? There's little.
Oh man, I was imagining something quirky like a mirror mask.
Nice.
This is.
There's a lot of
This
different.
guy's head is a little weird.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of different floors like that. There's one that has a lot of sort of like, if you took like those porcelain dolls and then made them into animatronics. There's a floor of that with like extra parts hanging about on little hooks and stuff. A lot of just like really off-putting things. Until you finally arrive at the top floor. And this one seems to be like the main study for writing notes, taking notes, books, scrolls, strewn everywhere. It's a complete disaster. And there are mirrors all over the walls. Mirror. And they're all like standalone, standing mirrors that take up a good like 6 feet of the wall. But every like 4 feet or so, there's another one around this entire circular room. Right, so don't ask about the mirrors. It gets really touchy. Said once before, it's to make sure he sees, like no one can sneak up on him, I think. I don't know. But he's really sensitive about it. Maybe he's out right now, so let's take a look at his notes and see if he's come along at all.
Hey, Ghost. Real quick. You don't feel like you're in over your head here?
No. You know how
inspire confidence.
sometimes you go in like a little pond for a swim, and you sort of walk out, and it gets a bit deeper, and you walk out, and it gets a bit, and there's just that one point where you're like, "Well, I think maybe I'm still no okay," and you get up on your tippy toes, and you're okay, like before you start swimming. Like that's where I'm at, right there.
You're on your tippy toes in the middle of this pond.
Right. Like another step. So I appreciate the help. Worst case, we wake up. Worst case, I guess the worst case is they don't attack us or do any spells that hurt us so bad we don't have a chance to wake up. But they seem like, as long as you don't push any buttons with them, it seems pretty manageable. Remember, like, he thinks it's a dream. We're here, but to him, he's just sleeping and it's a dream. And you can, if it gets suspicious, you can just sort of, you put him on a different path that sort of makes dream sense. I've got it mostly managed. It's like a week and a half so far I'm here, so.
I'm really good at non sequiturs.
Oh, you're our go-to person then. Lovely. Right, let's kind of looks over some of the notes here, and it's getting mighty close. Right. Well, take a look around, I guess. Maybe just to see, I mean, if you're willing, before he gets back, just to see if there's anything I haven't caught yet. Here's, and she points out like some secrety things around the room and the notes. If there's anything that's written, books, notes, anything like that, that's not these things, let me know. That's more that I need to take back with me.
Before you, yeah, Ghost. Before we like break off, is there anything we should know about this particular area? Like, are there places we shouldn't step? Are we still in the no touching things phase? I really don't want to upset the balance here, because that floor with the porcelain dolls, I don't want any parts of that. I don't want to know where that goes.
I know. I just right. Ooh. There's everything in here is safe. I think this is where he spends most of his time, so he doesn't have nothing here. And I wouldn't turn things over entirely, but you know, going poking through should be fine.
Okay. All right, I'll take your word for it, Ghost.
Okay, go ahead and make investigation checks if you would. For you again. Ashafar, what'd you get? Ooh.
3.
No! Is that porcelain dolls like and all
Not
the
creeped
mirrors?
out by much, but
The animatronics. Cassius, what'd you get?
Cassius got an 18.
Nice, okay. And Grundy?
I
On
rolled
a
a 5.
+0, I got an 18.
Oh, nice. Okay, so
nice.
18 and 18?
Mhm.
Beautiful. Okay, so yeah, all right. Cassius and Grundy, the two of you are looking around. Grundy, you do find a handful of other notes that seem to be Arcana related, and exactly what Ghost is looking for. Anything like written that's Arcana related. Cassius, you find a few bits of Arcana, but along with those papers, this wizard's dream is, you know, these are his thoughts, and they're presenting themselves on these pages. So a lot of it is this spell, and that's what Ghost is going to take. But there's a printed order that you find for this spell. It's the wizard feels, you know, their mind is translated, whatever they've been ordered to create this spell.
Mhm.
And you read through it, and it only makes so much sense. It's really hard to read in a dream, of course. Now, for you, you're here, so it's not messing up the letters or anything like that. It's all connected. But you get the intense pressure this wizard is under by this. There was a printed order, and then there's like a follow-up, and another follow-up, and another, and it's like they get really intense from whoever ordered this spell from the wizard. You don't know if it's actually the case, or if the wizard just feels that. They feel there's a sense of intimidation the wizard might be having, despite being such a powerful wizard. And at the end, the order is signed. Fleet Commander Persicon Hughes. The Cloud Giant, with you met at lunch with your brothers on Verbal Dick once. The leader of the UAF.
This is ordered by them. I think they were a she, if I'm remembering.
Yes.
Correctly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. I was trying to remember.
Mm.
Oh my. Oh. Cassius is gonna look at that and kind of like freeze and like sweat a little bit, because he does remember being like intimidated by her, because like I don't know if you remember that she like caught us in the hallway like when we were about to leave the island, and like looked at us weird. Yeah, so Cassius like sweat a little bit and was like, "Oh, this isn't good."
Nice.
He'll walk over to Ghost and like show Ghost like the proof, and he'll also say, "I know who this is."
Oh,
Like pointing out like the signature for the order
who's that? Fleet Commander
of the UAF. That's who you're stealing from.
Well,
Listen, I'm down to finish this mission out with you. because we're already on their shit list. But I want to let you know something. This is a very powerful person that you're stealing from.
All right. UAF, bloody UAF. All right.
Actually,
Hey, let's take a minute. Let's change the way we all look. I don't know if you've done that in a dream. We've had a little practice with this with Vic. You can each make either a performance check. You can do a wisdom saving throw. Gosh, I don't know what else there would really be that that would work for that.
All right, can I lobby for Arcana because we're in like a magical space.
Yeah,
essentially.
absolutely.
And-
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, or Arcana. You can use any one of those three to try and shift your forms. So go ahead and do those rolls. And I will check
my
in.
time,
Oh, okay. That's good. That's
not
good, bro.
Arcana. I'm just really good at
Oh,
performance.
nice.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, sorry. What'd you get, Ashbar?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, okay. Dun, 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 dun.
Good
Oh,
Lord.
what is it?
It is a 12.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
I rolled a 3.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's an
wow.
awesome bonus.
You are going
Nice.
nice kill.
Nice.
You can add your proficiency modifier another. Even if you already added it for that roll, you can add it again because of your Dreamer's tools. Everybody can do that. So if it was a
It is.
12, that would make it a
16.
16.
okay. Excellent. All right, Grundy.
Used the wisdom saving, so I got a 12 plus 6, so 18.
Okay, beautiful. And Cassius.
And,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
I
Grundy.
used-
oh yeah, and then you said add your proficiency to that too.
On top of that, yep.
22.
Okay, Cassius.
I rolled Arcana.
Mhm.
So I rolled a 12 plus 9, so 21.
Nice. And then
With the proficiency bonus, that's 25.
all three of you were successful. You shift your forms. Do you have anyone in mind that you want to shift your form to, or anything that you want to look different? If not, we'll just say you shifted your forms.
I now look like a Goliath.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Cassius will look like an Eladrin that he's friends with.
Oh, that's awesome.
But also he knows that this person lives in the Feywild, so they'll be okay.
yeah. And they're plenty strong too.
Like
so yeah.
nobody, yeah, so nobody they can get to.
Awesome. Ashavar, how about you?
Ashfar looks like a turtle.
A turtle,
Nice.
nice.
I like it. I like it.
Beautiful. Ghost shifts over to look like a tabaxi with a deep orange for like a tabby almost tabaxi. Right. Okay, that's a good place to start. It's still worth it. The job's still worth it. It's extra, makes me nervous that it's for the UAF, but that also gives me really good reason to take this, because if they can't be the only ones with whatever. This is an evocation spell, so it's damage on a huge scale. From everything I've pieced together, it's sort of they're pulling from an old, very old spell. Takes dozens and dozens of wizards to cast, but it creates like an ocean of flame that can wipe out an entire city. And he's been trying to recreate it just to share the stakes of what we're in currently.
Well, they are
What
kind of
is-
destroying cities type.
Hey,
Yeah, no, let's get this off their hands.
all right, maybe we can mess with it a bit too. The door opens up, And a few footfalls walk in. Oh, you're back, and you old friends. Seemingly elderly elf in the thousands of years has stepped in. One of long, pointy white beards, and disheveled bald head on the top, all poofy, and one eye is distinctly larger than the other. It's like, oh, yes. Well, did my mother send you? And that's where we'll end tonight's session. Nice. All right. Well.
Sheldon, it's your mother speaking.
You're never right. You never call.
Right. I carried you for 9 months. And Awesome. Beautiful session, players. Thank you so much. Yay.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Oh gosh, my pleasure.
Thank you, Dan.
Oh yeah, my pleasure. It's such a good time. That was a bit wild. Way to manage all the battles that went on there. We got some info shared and stuff too. Looking forward to see where we kind of go here next session. With this wizard that's clearly a little out of touch. It'll be interesting to see. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up for tonight. If you're new here, when I click, really, I'll put our schedule up. If you're new here, please consider giving us a follow. If you want to be alerted to us going live, if you had fun anyway, we have a lot of D&D across the week here, as you can see, and that way you can be. We can let you know when we're going live with the goodies. I'm going to see if we have any friends to raid over to tonight, but I hope that you'll at the very least, let me take our schedule down here, catch us next Saturday night. You've been watching an Extremis Die Pirate Camp. Lots of goodies. So excited to have had actual little what do you call it? Like actual naval battle tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a pretty common thing. We'll have like some better minis for it here soon. And looking forward to making that happen on the regular. I'm gonna read some new folks tonight. Insomnia Night RPG. Looks like they're having fun over there, so we'll go give them a raid. Please consider giving a Club Edward raid in chat just for some hype and some raiding and support. And we'll catch you all soon. Take care, have a lovely night, and we'll catch you then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.